Just started university, and my beautiful tutor turns out to be the mother of my child. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author. We do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Chapter 701. Let's have a love affair. Turning his head, Xiao Yuang said with admiration. Your second brother-in-law is so amazing. He was talking about Qin Zhang. After drinking so much, he was still calm, and he was full of vigor and murderous intent. Lin Jiajin, Lin Ji and others couldn't drink more than him, so they had to let him go. Your drinking capacity is comparable to that of our Lin Zhuang. He can drink 1,000 cups without getting drunk. Lin Feng has the blessing of the system, so he is no longer afraid of drinking. The problem is whether he wants to get drunk. Qin Zhang raised his glass and toasted Lin Feng. Bao laughed. Why, you want to PK with my dad? Qin Zhang smiled. I just toast to my future father-in-law, nothing else. Bao snorted. Qin Zhang raised his glass. Uncle and aunt, Happy New Year. He is not good at speaking, and rarely attends such occasions, so he can't say that kind of polite words. Lin Feng advised him to drink less. Qin Zhang spoke sincerely. Uncle and aunt, you have educated the children very well, really well. All the children are outstanding, and parents who can do this are not ordinary. Qin Zhang is the only child in his family. I don't know how much he envied those who have brothers and sisters. It was almost 11 o'clock when they ate. There were not many customers in the store. The family stood in front of the store, chatting in the cold wind to wake up. Lin Feng called Xiao Yang's assistant. The assistant had been waiting for a long time, holding the drunk Xiao Yang. Xiao Yang said he didn't need it. As a future son-in-law, he couldn't be worse than Qin Zhang. No, I'm not drunk yet. Assistant. You are lying with your eyes open. Xiao Yang looked at Bao. There's a gift from me for you in the hotel. Can you accompany me for a walk? Maybe it was because of the atmosphere, or maybe it was because of the alcohol. Bao's heart was particularly soft tonight. Okay, I'll go say hello to my parents. Zhang Yuxi reminded her daughter implicitly. Don't mess around, come back early, and call if you have anything. Bao nodded. Well, I know the limit. The relatives found a designated driver and left one after another. Bao was lying on Lin Feng's shoulder, dazed and sleepy. Bao and Bao planned to go for a walk and see the night view. As for Qin Zhang, Bao took him to the hotel. They are now legitimate boyfriend and girlfriend. Bao can drink a lot and didn't get drunk. There were so many people just now, but they left in the blink of an eye. Lin Feng held Bao in one hand and Zhang Yuxi in the other. Let's go home too. Zhang Yuxi leaned on him. Okay. After returning home, Lin Feng packed up Bao, and Zhang Yuxi had already laid down. Lin Feng walked over, but she grabbed him. Zhang Yuxi climbed up his neck and called sweetly, hubby. After being married for many years, don't you understand this? On the other side, Bao and Qin Zhang walked on the street, and she couldn't hide her admiration. I didn't expect you to be so good at drinking. Qin Zhang looked down at her. I have a lot more that you didn't expect. Bao smiled, but Qin Zhang couldn't smile after receiving a phone call. I'm leaving. Bao immediately reacted. Do you have a mission? Qin Zhang nodded, very reluctant. Yes. Bao pursed his lips and said with a smile, it's okay, I have to take you back to the hotel to pack up. Qin Zhang said, no need, a car will come to pick me up in a while, and they will help me deal with the hotel matters. Bao was stunned. Huh? As he was talking, a jeep drove by the two of them. The windows were all rolled down, and there were several young men, staring at Bao with wide eyes. Qin Zhang frowned. Where are you looking? So rude. The four young men hurriedly greeted Bao. Hello, sister-in-law. Bao smiled slightly. Okay. Qin Zhang got in the car. Wait until I come back. Bao nodded. Okay. Watching the car leave, Bao was stunned, feeling that this relationship should be more difficult. Alice, it's all my own choice. Waved to take a taxi back. On the other side, Bao and Xiao Yuang walked on the neon street. At this point, there were many people, and everyone who came and went looked back at a couple with super high looks. Bao was wearing a scarf, covering most of her face, so only a pair of beautiful eyes could be seen. Xiao Yuang stood beside her, walking with her rhythm, and neither of them spoke for a while. Suddenly, A person rushed out from behind on a skateboard. Xiao Yuang held the person in his arms, frowned and scolded him. What are you doing? Do you know that this is dangerous? The other party quickly apologized. I'm sorry, I just learned it and I can't control it yet. Xiao Yuang didn't say anything else. Sanbao in his arms raised his head and looked at him. What's this fragrance on you? Xiao Yuang said, this is the fragrance I customized, do you like it? Sanbao nodded, I like it. Xiao Yuang smiled, my unique fragrance, only I have it. Drunk people are inevitably a little naive. Sanbao smiled, if we are together in the future, I won't deal with your relatives, and I have to write a contract. For example, premarital property, post-marital agreement. I'm used to being free and don't like to be bound by too many things. Xiao Yuang said that he had followed Sanbao's request, and he didn't take the premarital property so seriously. I have been confident since I was a child, but I am cautious with you. Sanbao laughed, I'm not that scary. Xiao Yuang felt that Sanbao didn't understand what it felt like to fall in love with someone who didn't love her. Back at the hotel, Xiao Yuang gave her a wrapped gift box. Asked her to go back and open it. Sanbao nodded, okay, then I'll go back, you have a good rest. Xiao Yuang reluctantly sent her downstairs and waved for a car. Good night. Sanbao smiled faintly, good night. Back home, Sanbao met Erbao who came downstairs to find food. Second sister, you are back so early. From the tone, I thought something would happen between her and General Qin. Erbao sighed, she said she had a mission to go out, and she was called away by a car at that time. What about you? I thought you would be with Xiao Yuang, he. Erbao always jokes about both good and bad things. He can understand any topic when chatting with Sibao in seconds. He also likes to tease Sanbao, the serious little cutie. But Sanbao knows everything but won't get in the car. Erbao asked curiously, what's in your hand? This is a gift from Xiao Yuang. Erbao guessed that it was some customized luxury item. Anyway, he had nothing to do now. Open it and let me take a look. There was a notebook lying quietly inside. This notebook looked ordinary, the only difference was that it exuded the fragrance of high-end perfume. It was the scent of Xiao Yuang. When he opened it, he saw that it was all about some cutting reports, some cut-out photos, and written diaries. It was all about one person, Sanbao. A thick stack. Erbao was stunned, oh my god, it doesn't look like an heir to top luxury brand would actually do such a thing. A little childish and a little cute. What's wrong? I thought he was just talking, but I didn't expect that he has been paying attention to you for so many years. Erbao's opinion of Xiao Yuang has changed a little, but she can't help laughing. Sanbao also laughed, and suddenly thought of a boy. After graduating from college, a boy gave her a gift, many small bottles, which were filled with blessings for her. She still keeps that gift. Suddenly, she turned to a page with a photo on it. Erbao exclaimed, isn't this a wishing bottle? The photo was a table full of wishing bottles, with a note, I hope she will be happy when she receives it. Erbao smiled, not bad, you see, I'm going upstairs. It was a thick book, from the initial secret love to his own confession in the notebook. At the very end, it was frozen at the moment when he was eating hot pot. Will she agree? Will she? Will she? I'm so nervous. This sentence seemed to be written for her. Erbao said, anyway, I'm free, so let's have a relationship. Success or failure doesn't matter. Leave some memories for life. Maybe it will help you design bottlenecks. Sanbao thought about it and sent a message to Xiao Yuang at 4 o'clock in the morning. He agreed to give it a try. Sanbao closed his notebook, yawned and went to sleep. Early in the morning, Xiao Yuang at Sanbao and posted this message. She agreed. Solemnly introduced to everyone, my girl. The official website also forwarded this news. Chapter 702 Becoming the Richest Man? Since Xiao Yuang publicly pursued Sanbao, many people have started to support this couple, but many people are not optimistic. Even if Sanbao is as beautiful as a fairy, has amazing design talents, and a strong family financial condition. But compared with the future heirs of top luxury goods, Lin Feng's family is naturally inferior. When many people are happy that the CP they support has finally come true, many people are not optimistic. The story of a wealthy Cinderella is beautiful, which makes many girls yearn for it. But who knows what will happen after marriage? Love requires one to be equal, and the other is to be well matched. How far their relationship can go, many people are waiting to see. Zhang Yuxi frowned more and more while browsing the comments on Weibo, and finally threw down her phone and sighed in anger. Lin Feng took the phone and took a look in confusion. After reading it, he comforted his wife, "The mouth is on others, no matter what they say. The truth is understood, but she is also worried that this situation will occur. In a blink of an eye, the new year is over, and the family is busy again. It seems that everything is the same as before, nothing is different. Only Lin Feng did something big. He asked his personal lawyer to make an estimate of his property. As Lin Feng's personal lawyer, since the two of them had cooperated in Sanya for 20 years, Lin Feng was the boss who was most worry-free. He only came to him a few times a year, and the rest of the time he was just holding a sinecure. To be honest, he felt bad about getting such a high salary every year. Over the years, he always thought that the other party was just a rich tycoon with assets of 10 billion. Wow, after calculating, it turned out that he had 20 billion more than the bigwigs in China on the Forbes list published last year. Puff, he was a little bit unconvinced, and spent a few more hours estimating. Wow, the calculation was correct. Boss Lin. He handed the document to Lin Feng with excitement. Over the years, he didn't know how much the things the system had rewarded him were worth, and he vaguely felt that he should be very rich. To what extent he was rich, he really didn't know. After Xiao Yuang and Sanbao's relationship was announced, many netizens used the disparity in their families to criticize them. He didn't think it was a big deal, but it became a headache for his wife. At this age, Zhang Yuxi has the signs of menopause. Work is fine. When it comes to family matters, he likes to think wildly and his temper is getting worse. He not only has to comfort his wife, but also has to work on his daughter, fearing that she really cares about the opinions of netizens. So, he decided to show his family's wealth. If nothing unexpected happens, he will be the richest man in the country, and he must do something for his daughter. Not long after the start of school, the list of rich people was updated, and a name that was popular and familiar, but also felt very unfamiliar, appeared. Lin Feng. Representing the Lin Group. Ah, this is shocking, and I don't know why. They only know that Lin Feng's family is rich and that several children are outstanding, but they didn't expect that they were the richest. Not only were everyone shocked, but even Lin Feng's family members had a face full of question marks. At one time, they suspected that this man named Lin Feng might just have the same name and surname. In their impression, Dad is a family man, and they didn't see him go out to work and pay a lot for this family. The family has some real estate, restaurants and so on, but it is far from the stage of being the richest man. Zhang Yuxi doesn't pay attention to these, but in the information age, many people have called to congratulate her. In order to confirm the truth, she took the phone to ask her husband. I have been investing in the past few years, and I may have made some money. You are already the richest man, and you say you have made some money here. Zhang Yuxi was stunned. But she soon thought that if this is the case, then the relationship between Xiaobao and Xiao Yuang is not that different. Now, Lin Feng is not only the richest man in China, but also the 12th in the world. If he works hard, he can be in the top 10. Those who say that they are not a good match, now those people have nothing to say. Several children have their own groups, and they are very happy to become the children of the richest man all of a sudden. Erbao, I always thought that my father was rich, but I didn't expect him to be so rich. Sibao, anyway, it's not your money, we still have to work hard later. Erbao, oh, you said that, you have grown up. Dabao, fourth brother is right, we should do what we should do. Sanbao is practicing a musical instrument and only said him. Each of them has their own abilities, and they can use their own expertise in different fields to support themselves well without their parents. From a very young age, they know that they need to work hard for their own lives. No matter how much money their father has, they will not think about it. After the happiness is over, they will do what they should do. If there is any change in life, it is probably more convenient, more people come to the door, and there are more social events. Raymond Lam refused one by one. The reason is to take Xiaobao to school. This semester, Xiaobao took on a drama, and he had to go to school and film at the same time. Raymond Lam must take care of this aspect of life. The course of the second semester of the second grade is very simple. Raymond Lam can teach it himself, and go back to school for the final exam. But Raymond Lam took Xiaobao into consideration and was prepared to make his daughter suffer, filming and going to school at the same time. It was hard for Raymond Lam. Apart from acting, most of his time was spent tutoring his daughter. Let me slow down. Raymond Lam was worried about a math extension question, thinking about how to explain this question to Xiaobao. A staff member next to him saw that Raymond Lam was not easy. A rich man, isn't he worried about tutoring his child's homework? In this way, there is no difference between her and ordinary people. But what he doesn't understand is that since the family is so rich, why don't they hire a tutor? There is no need for him to work so hard. Come, sit down, Dad will tell you again. This time, I don't know what's wrong with the little girl's head, but she understood it immediately. Lin Feng was very relieved. What do you want to eat tonight? Xiaobao was brought up in a pampered way. She said she wanted to eat steak, and she went to the restaurant we came to today. Lin Feng had no objection. Dad will take you there when you are done. A child in the 2nd grade is more dedicated to filming than many adults, and better than those child stars. Whenever there is a drama that needs children, Xiaobao is the first one to be considered. A good actor, a good family background, and most importantly, not being pampered and willing to endure hardships. Who doesn't love this? Especially now that she is the daughter of the richest man, this identity is a topic of discussion. After a day of filming, Lin Feng carried the little girl's school bag and took her to dinner. Order yourself. This year, Xiaobao has grown a lot taller, and she smiled and ordered a lot of food. Lin Feng reminded her, order as much as you can eat, don't waste it. Xiaobao was very sure, I can finish it. Xiaobao really finished it, and Lin Feng was shocked, are you hungry? He was worried that Xiaobao eating so much would be bad for her health. Xiaobao nodded, thinking that she could eat more, and asked Lin Feng to stop her. I will use the hotel kitchen to make you some midnight snacks tonight, don't eat now, don't be too full. Before leaving, Xiaobao took some candies from the store. The original plan was to go back to the hotel to rest, but now Xiaobao ate so much, worried that she would not digest it well, so he took her for a walk. Chapter 703 I'm growing. The filming location was in Shudian. The crew next door was filming at night, and the father and daughter were looking outside. Oh, the little actor is not feeling well, so we may not be able to film today. Then what should we do? We've been busy waiting for the scene for most of the day. I can't do anything about it. The parents are taking the child to the hospital, so we definitely can't film it. The director was furious, but he couldn't do anything about the child being uncomfortable. Go find it for me. The assistant was confused. How can we find it at this time? The director was so angry that he wanted to kick him. Where is this place? How can there be no actors? But it's not easy to find a little actor at this time. You can't find an older actor to pretend to be a child, right? What's more, at this time, a child is almost asleep. Go find it quickly. And you, all of you, find a way to find an actor for me. It's just a scene, and we've been preparing for so long. We must find an actor today. At this point, everyone was looking for connections, and those who went out to find actors were looking for actors. As luck would have it, as soon as I went out, I saw the father and daughter watching the fun. Oh, little girl. Xiaobao blinked and asked with a questioning look, what are you doing? Can you help me? Our little actor here is not feeling well and can't act. How about you come? When Xiaobao is free, she will also go to the group next door to join in the fun. They are all costume dramas. One is a palace fight, the other is a fairy hero, with wires flying around, and she likes to watch them use wires. Xiaobao knows that little actor, who is a little younger than her and very cute. They are both in the 2nd grade, and Xiaobao is half a head taller than the other one. The other one calls her sister. Xiaobao has no objection, it's just a play, and it's just right for her to digest food. Xiaobao plays the role of the heroine when she was a child. She met the hero in her childhood once. She was in a white dress, like a fairy descending to the earth. This requires wires. When Xiaobao heard about wires, she was so excited that she almost cried. Playing a fairy again, it fulfilled her 2 dreams at once. Raymond Lam was a little worried that his daughter would get hurt. Makeup, costumes. Last year, Xiaobao was still chubby and didn't grow much. After the beginning of the year, she started to grow taller, thinner, with a smaller face, but she actually grew taller. Now she is dressed up as a fairy, and she is stunning. Bao is beautiful, and Sanbao is even more beautiful. Compared with these 2 sisters, Xiaobao's beauty is not too stunning, and it is a bit different from their peers. But after the little girl is dressed up like this, she is really beautiful and looks good. Wow, so beautiful. Zaya Abeo likes to film costume dramas the most. She came to Raymond Lam and said, "Dad, do I look good?" If she doesn't smile, it's fine. Once she smiles, you will think that this child is a fool. Raymond Lam smiled, "Looks good." It's hard to tell whether Zaya Abeo looks like her father or mother. She looks like both, so her beauty is not obvious. There are only a few lines, which is not a big problem for Zaya Abeo. The important thing is to perform the aura of a floating fairy, and it is also cold. The little actor started dancing at the age of 3. She is thin and beautiful. Even if she doesn't have acting skills, she has a good temperament. Zaya Abeo's acting skills are good, but the wire hanging is a bit stiff, and she doesn't feel like a floating fairy. But she has a strong learning ability and is a natural actor. She can do it in half an hour. The director was very satisfied with the shooting effect, and Zaya Abeo was sleepy. On the way back, she pouted, "Dad, I want to lose weight." Lin Feng ignored her. "You are growing up, why lose weight?" Zaya Abeo sighed, "I can't even fit into that little girl's clothes." Lin Feng thought she was overthinking. "Let's go, Dad will take you to have supper, okay?" Zaya Abeo hesitated for a moment. "Okay." Lin Feng laughed at her. "Don't you want to lose weight?" Zaya Abeo laughed. "I'm growing up." Arrived at the hotel. Lin Feng, who became the richest man. It seems that there is no difference from his previous life. Filming with children, taking care of children's lives, and tutoring homework. However, the people around him are more enthusiastic and friendly than before. After all, his popularity can be said to be known throughout the country. "Boss Lin, we have arranged a seat for you. Please sit here." Lin Feng said that it was not necessary. "No, we can sit anywhere. You can go and do your work." The boss said with a smile, "We just happen to have a private room that is still empty. It is quiet inside. It is peaceful to eat there." Lin Feng could not refuse the hospitality, and he and Zaya Bao came to the large private room that could accommodate more than 10 people. The father and daughter looked at each other in surprise. The boss said that he would treat them to this meal. If the taste is good, Lin Feng can promote them. How much can an adult and a child eat? It is only a few thousand or 10,000 yuan. Everyone knows that the hot pot restaurant opened by Lin Feng's family is a national chain, and the business is very good. Moreover, he can cook. With his recognition and promotion, their restaurant will definitely make a fortune. Before Lin Feng sat down, the boss had already asked the waiter to bring all the special dishes. "Hurry up, don't let Boss Lin wait anxiously." Lin Feng. The boss not only wanted Lin Feng to promote, but also wanted to make friends with Lin Feng and talk business. "Mr. Lin, you don't know me yet, let me introduce myself first. My last name is Zhang, Zhang the Archer, Zhang Yu. Our restaurant has been open for 7 or 8 years. Many people come from far away to eat here, and they all say it's delicious. I heard that you are a chef and you also have a restaurant under your name. I came here to learn from you and give us some comments on our dishes. If you are satisfied with the taste, please promote us. Of course, it's not in vain. You and your family will have a 40% discount when you dine in our restaurant." As the waiter was talking, the dishes came up one by one. "Try it." Zaya Abeo had been starving for a long time. She had been hungry for a long time. Lin Feng was worried that he had not dewormed the child or was lacking some trace elements. After taking her pulse, there was nothing wrong with her. It was probably just a simple growth. "Dad, I'm going to eat." Zhang Yu was smart. Knowing that Zaya Abeo was the favorite of the Lin family, he quickly said with a smile, "Eat, we have some small desserts here. I'll ask the kitchen staff to bring some back for you later." Zaya Abeo didn't say a word and looked at Lin Feng. Her young age doesn't mean she doesn't know anything. Nothing is good without a reason. There is something behind this. The food here is really good, and the special dishes are also made with ingenuity, which suits Lin Feng's taste very well. He also heard that this restaurant is delicious, so he drove for nearly 40 minutes and came all the way here. Zhang Yu saw Lin Feng's expression and knew he was satisfied, so he quickly said, "Come, have a taste of this soup." "Lin Feng, it tastes good." Zhang Yu smiled. "I feel very accomplished to be able to let Mr. Lin say it's good." Lin Feng smiled and didn't say anything, and continued to eat. Zhang Yu didn't leave either, and they were still chatting. "Then I'll ask Mr. Lin to promote our restaurant when the time comes. The food in this restaurant is really good," and Lin Feng nodded and said it was a piece of cake. Chapter 704 There is something wrong with your kidney. After a meal, when they finally left, Zhang Yu asked for Raymond Lam's contact information and gave him a bunch of snacks, braised food, etc. from the store. Zaya Abeo's filming time was only about a week. After the filming, the father and daughter were ready to go home. Zhang Yu called to thank him. Because of Raymond Lam's publicity, the store's business was particularly good. When he learned that they were going back, he invited them to dinner. He also ran to the store and said he would take him to a private restaurant opened by a friend. Raymond Lam thought Zhang Yu was a smart person. Not only was he smart, he also knew how to behave. He didn't give people the impression of flattering or fawning. You can feel that he is sincere in making friends with you, and some things are just right. The private restaurant is quite far away, and Zhang Yu drove a car worth about 1 million yuan and drove for almost an hour with Raymond Lam and Zaya Abeo. This time Zhang Yu's wife and children also came. His wife was dressed up very energetically, but she was short. In a few years, Zaya Abeo would probably be as tall as her. They gave birth to a son who is in the 6th grade of elementary school, and the eldest is already in college. Zhang Yu's son is quite handsome. He is leaning against the window with headphones on, calling Uncle Lin and Zaya Abeo's sister perfunctorily. He looks rebellious, and his parents have no choice but to say that their son deserves to be punished. Zaya Abeo is playing games on his mobile phone. Zhang Yu's son on the side glanced at him and said, "You are so stupid." As soon as he finished speaking, Zhang Yu scolded his son, "How can you talk to your sister like that? Apologize quickly." Lin Feng thought it was nothing. His daughter was not good at playing games. They are all children. It's too much? He was not worried about anything else, but he was worried that Zaya Abeo would be angry. Zaya Abeo's temper was so weird that even he, as a father, couldn't guess it. Zaya Abeo groaned, "Then play for me." The boy took the mobile phone. "Play it, let me show you how powerful I am." Seeing that neither the father nor the daughter was angry, his father smiled and said, "This child only knows how to play games. Fortunately, his grades are not falling behind, otherwise I will punish him." Soon, the two children played together. You argued with me, I argued with you, but they didn't quarrel. Zhang Yu talked about himself. He and his wife started from scratch and did all kinds of work. When the eldest son was in junior high school, he opened a restaurant with the money he had saved and made some money. Zhang Yu was not stingy in praising his wife. His wife's ancestors were cooks, and her parents also ran a snack shop, which was doing well. He was considered to be marrying up, and he opened his own restaurant with the help of his mother-in-law's family. Lin Feng listened with a smile on his face. Soon it was time for the private dishes, and people were already waiting. It was a bald fat man, and his eyes narrowed into slits when he smiled. After warmly greeting them the dishes were served immediately. The taste of the private dishes. Really, Lin Feng thought it was okay. There are not only private dishes here, but also KTV, a mahjong and chess place, and a hotel. People who come here are all here to have fun, and they don't necessarily come from far away to eat. After eating, Zhang Yu asked his son to take Zaya Abeo to play. There's a playground for children here. There are all kinds of games. It's quite fun. When Zaya Abeo heard that there was something fun, "Dad, I'm going to play. Call me if you need anything." Lin Feng was worried about his daughter. "Well, let's go. Dad will go with you to take a look." The playground is very large, and there are dance machines, simulated CS, etc. Zaya Abeo walked over with a happy face. "You don't need to charge coins to play here. Just go to the front desk to get a universal card and play as you like." After settling his daughter, Zhang Yu's friend took Lin Feng around. The privacy here is quite good, and there are many things to play, even golf courses, indoor hot springs, etc. Lin Feng couldn't help but consider whether he should open one himself. But when he thought about it, he didn't seem to have many friends. His father made him a otaku. The good friend he knew didn't develop in Micheng, but in Yangchang, Beijing and other places. It's only during the holidays that he comes back and makes an appointment to get together. "Boss Lin, do you want to play a few rounds?" Lin Feng stretched his muscles. "Okay." Several people played golf. Lin Feng hit the target every time and got a hole-in-one. Zhang Yu and his friends praised him in various ways. After playing for a while, they went to sing. "Boss Lin, do you want to play?" Zhang Yu's wife accompanied the children. Now there were only 3 grown men. Zhang Yu's friends' words obviously had other meanings. Lin Feng said no, You can go see something else. As they walked, they came to a door and heard that the people inside were playing. Lin Feng had a general idea of what they were playing. You have a hot spring here, where's it? In the end, the three of them took a hot spring together. The youngest person was bald and the fattest. The oldest person had a head full of hair and looked the youngest and had the best figure. The two were very envious. Just based on his figure, he might even be planning to have a third child. Zhang Yu's friend spoke directly, saying things like fuck and mad. He was a straightforward person. Boss Lin, I am just like this. It has been decades. I cannot change. Please bear with me. Lin Feng smiled. It's okay. When he was young, he would curse, but when he came back to take care of the children, he would never come back. For the physical and mental health of the children, he has not cursed for many years. When the children grew up, Zion Abeo came. After soaking in the hot spring, he talked about massage. The fat man emphasized, Boss Lin, I know you are a good man and a good father. This is all formal. It must be said that the master is really capable. After tossing for a while, Lin Feng felt a lot more relaxed. Only the fat man felt that it was not enough after a long time, and his shoulders and neck were still painful. Lin Feng went over, let me take a look. The fat man didn't take it seriously, it's all the old problems. Ouch, ouch, ouch. While the fat man was talking, Lin Feng used a few clicks and made a few movements, which made the man scream in pain. Hey, it doesn't hurt that much anymore. The fat man stretched his body and widened his eyes in surprise. Boss Lin, you can do it, how did you do it? Lin Feng smiled faintly, I just massaged you a few times, is it effective? The fat man was grateful, it's very effective, it relieved more than half. I didn't expect that Boss Lin could do this. Lin Feng smiled, call the man over, I will teach him this massage, and let him do it for you later. The fat man was more than happy to come, and quickly brought the man over. Lin Feng taught him 3 times, and let him try it on himself. Well, that's it. The fat man couldn't stop thanking him, and heard that Lin Feng had some medical skills, so he widened his eyes, Chinese medicine, then feel my pulse. After Lin Feng felt his pulse, you have kidney problems. The fat man widened his eyes, amazing, you know what men do. Zhang Yu really wanted Lin Feng to take a look at him, but was a little embarrassed to ask. Lin Feng smiled faintly, I only know some simple ones. You need to adjust yourself. Drink less, stay up less late, and have less contact with women. What Lin Feng said was consistent with what the fat man had seen before. The doctor prescribed me a few doses of medicine, but they didn't work. That? Mr. Lin, would you like to show it to me? Before Lin Feng could speak, the fat man took out the photos on his mobile phone. Mr. Lin, this is the prescription. That, can you understand it? The doctor's handwriting was so sloppy that the fat man couldn't understand a word. Lin Feng nodded, there is no problem with this prescription. You should take more. The fat man heard it, okay, I will continue to take it later. Lin Feng reminded him, it's not enough to just take it. You also have to take good care of yourself, otherwise it will be serious in the future and it will be difficult for you to have children. The fat man was stunned when he heard it, so serious. Lin Feng was not joking, well, what kind of life did you live before, you know it without me telling you. The fat man and Zhang Yu are classmates and friends. The fat man's family is well off. He is a rich second generation and has always liked to play. When he finally didn't want to play anymore and wanted to get married and have kids, he found, well, it was a bit embarrassing. There was a problem here or there. He had been married twice, and now he was dating someone he loved and was trying to have a child with science. He really had no choice. His wife knew his physical condition and wasn't afraid of him playing outside, because he was just like that. So much so that now he felt inferior. What should I do? Is there no way? He felt so miserable when he thought about completely losing the joy of being a man. He was only in his early 40s. If he was 60, he wouldn't have to be a monk for 20 years. In fact, there was a way, but it was troublesome. The fat man was perceptive. Mr. Lin, do you have a way? As long as you can cure me, I will serve you like a cow and a horse in the future. Lin Feng. The fat man became even more anxious when he saw that Lin Feng didn't say anything. He was the richest man, he didn't lack money, nor did he lack people to serve him, he couldn't even be considered a top figure in the queue. The fat man cried sadly. That's right, he cried. He cried sadly about his grievances. He has been not good for 5 or 6 years. He was ridiculed by his 2 ex-wives, and everyone he knew said bad things about him behind his back. Zhang Yuxi said, "I didn't say it." The fat man continued to cry. "Now when I see my girlfriend smiling at me, I get scared, and I want to cry. I see women feel inferior, and I feel inferior in front of men. You won't understand." Lin Feng and Zhang Yu really don't understand, and they don't intend to understand this feeling in their lifetime. Seeing that the fat man was quite pitiful, Lin Feng sighed. "Okay, don't cry, I'll think of a way for you." The fat man asked pitifully, "Is there really a way?" The doctor said that in my case, unless I get a kidney transplant. He didn't lack the money, but there was no suitable one. And the doctor said that he had been inferior for a long time. Maybe after a kidney transplant, he might end up with something else. This is quite annoying. Lin Feng said lightly, "There is a way." The fat man has a delicate name, Zuzuan, which is completely inconsistent with his appearance and temperament. The fat man smiled like a child. This smile made snot bubbles come out, making Lin Feng and Zhang Yu laugh. Lin Feng said that he had to go to Michang to treat himself. Fatty was reluctant to leave his wife, but when she heard that he was going to treat an illness and the doctor was very good, his wife let him go without saying a word. It seems that his wife said she didn't care, but in fact, Fatty promised that as long as Lin Feng could cure him, he would give him half of the shares of several stores under his name. "I know you look down on it, but this is a little gift from me." While going to the toilet, Fatty talked to himself a little worriedly. "Do you think he can cure it?" "I think so. His pulse diagnosis is quite accurate." "Forget it, let's try it out. It can't get any worse." After saying that, he left. Zhang Yu. Fatty's illness is no longer a secret in the circle. Chapter 705, You Are Too Young to Fight With Me. Just as they were talking, Qin Zheng appeared. He came to visit his future father-in-law and to find Erbao. Qin Zheng praised Erbao for a few words, found out the whereabouts of Erbao, then suppressed his excitement and stood up to say goodbye. It was also thanks to Qin Zheng's excellent character, otherwise Lin Feng would have felt a sense of sadness as if his own cabbage was eaten by a pig. Fatty used all the good words he had learned in his life on Qin Zheng, and thought he was worthy. Lin Feng was very happy to praise his future son-in-law, and smiled. "Let's go, we'll go and do our own things." Fatty followed him happily, and seeing that Qin Zheng wanted to please Erbao, he turned back and said with a smile, "Whatever you want to eat in the future, tell your uncle and he will buy it for you. You can also play with it, whatever you want." I don't know how many people are lining up to buy things for Erbao, so he is not the only one, but he wants to be the most diligent. Erbao showed his white teeth and said sweetly, "Thank you, uncle." On this side, Qin Zheng came to Erbao's company in a dusty state. The secretary said that a super handsome guy came to see her. Erbao thought that her brother had come, but the secretary said, "He said he is your boyfriend." Erbao raised her eyebrows. The word boyfriend made her a little confused. But she quickly reacted. It seemed that she had a boyfriend and she had forgotten it if she didn't say it. Erbao coughed pretending to be reserved and said, "Go and call the person in." The secretary was also a handsome guy and left with a smile. After a while, the secretary took the person to the office, and went out and closed the door. Erbao sat on the huge desk, turning the office chair and looking at Qin Zheng with a smile. I don't know why, this man can easily provoke her emotions, women's emotions. She asked herself that she had seen many handsome guys, countless at home and abroad, and it was not unheard of for someone like Qin Zheng. But this was the first time she was moved by him. "Oh, are you done with your work? Just now, your secretary came to me and told me that she has a boyfriend. I almost forgot that you exist." Qin Zheng was not angry, but smiled slightly. "Your secretary is quite handsome." When this woman saw him, her eyes lit up, but she was angry. Erbao held his cheek and smiled. "Yes, he is quite handsome. He graduated from a prestigious university, has strong business skills, and is sensible and obedient. When I am doing boring work, I feel better when I see him." This is true. Erbao's secretary was a girl at the beginning. She has the ability. It's just that I like handsome guys more, so I still found a handsome guy. The key is that he can help me shield. There are too many ordinary men out there, and they come to me without knowing their own weight. Qin Zheng smiled. He is a person who can control his emotions very well. Have you missed me during this period? Urbeo thought that after saying so much, this man would be a little jealous. Well, he didn't react much, and Urbeo felt boring. Miss you, I'm so busy all day, I don't have time. Urbeo said half-truthfully, and picked up the office documents on the table. Qin Zhang sat down with elegant movements. You are very busy? Then you still have time to go to Renjian Fugue with a few sisters. Urbeo was excited when he heard it. How do you know? You are there too? What are you doing there? Tell me. Qin Zhang laughed. I not only know that you went to play, but also know what you did. Urbeo went to M City some time ago on a business trip and went to play with the sisters of his clients. The other party is a rich second generation, who started her own business, capable and beautiful, and Urbeo likes her very much. The key is that the two have a good personality. When they went to Renjian Fugue to play, they played a little too much, and it was also thanks to Lin Feng's good education. Urbeo only stopped at that point, and he rarely played since then. It feels terrible. After being said by Qin Zhang, Urbeo felt a little guilty. I didn't play anything in the end. Qin Zhang could guess this. He smiled faintly. Who knows? Urbeo laughed. Don't talk about me. Tell me how you know first. Were you there at the time? Well, what were you doing? Tell the truth. Urbeo gritted his teeth when he thought about this bastard having fun when he was not there. Qin Zhang explained, it was opened by my friend. He told me about it the other day. Urbeo said, is it because of our friendship that he gave me a 20% discount in the end? Qin Zhang raised his eyebrows. What else do you think? Urbeo was like a peacock, thinking that the other person was interested in him. After all, there were so many people pursuing him. Qin Zhang asked again, when do you get off work? I'm hungry. Urbeo glanced at the documents in his hand. It's still early. If you're hungry, go to the restaurant downstairs to eat. Qin Zhang didn't say anything, but looked at Urbeo meaningfully. Urbeo understood immediately and coughed lightly. Then wait for me. At this time, Sanbeo finished his work and came over to ask Urbeo when he would go home. Qin Zhang, you're back. Qin Zhang smiled. I just went to see my father-in-law and have been here for a short while. Sanbeo smiled and said, okay, second sister, I'll go back first, you go ahead. Urbeo nodded, okay, tell dad that Qin Zhang and I won't be home for dinner tonight, I'll be home at night. Lin Feng knew that both of his daughters were in love, so he ordered them to go home at night and not to stay out. Urbeo was working, and Qin Zhang had nothing to do, so he lay on the sofa to rest, his face slightly tired. As soon as he finished his task, he ran over without stopping, without delay or rest. Urbeo finished the work in his hands, explained the rest of the work to the secretary, and went off work. Urbeo squatted down to look at Qin Zhang, calling him, wake up, it's time to eat. Qin Zhang smiled with his eyes closed, have you seen enough? Am I handsome? Urbeo eyed him, handsome? Are you as handsome as my dad? When you reach my dad's age, you might be completely bald. This sentence successfully silenced Qin Zhang. Let's not talk about whether he is handsome or not, just talking about baldness, he can't guarantee it. It seems that he is already troubled by hair loss. Thanks to his innate advantages, I don't know if this destruction will be terrible. Seeing that Qin Zhang was hit, Urbeo couldn't help laughing. You are still too young to fight with me. In the evening, Lin Feng's family finished their meal. Zhang Yuxi was just watching and planning when her daughter would come back. What she was most worried about was that her daughter and Qin Jiang's relationship was not stable, and she got pregnant. She had a child in a confused way at the beginning, and she was lucky to meet a perfect man like Lin Feng. But there is no guarantee that Urbeo will have this luck. If she doesn't come back at 10 o'clock, I will deal with her. Seeing Lin Feng opening the medical book, Zhang Yuxi was anxious. Why are you not anxious at all? Lin Feng comforted his wife. What's the use of being anxious? Your daughter is so old, and in a blink of an eye, she will have to eat 30 meals. She knows what she is doing. No matter what happens, she has the ability to be responsible for her words and deeds. Chapter 706, My father-in-law is awesome. Having said that. But Zhang Yuxi was still worried. When it was 10:30, Zhang Yuxi was ready to make a phone call. Lin Feng advised her, I said I would be home by 11:30 at the latest. Wait. 11:25, good guy, they came back on time. She saw her parents still in the living room, as if they had been waiting for a long time. Mom and Dad, you haven't slept yet. Lin Feng said with a poster, I haven't slept yet. I'm discussing with your mom how to make Xiaobao's summer vacation meaningful. Bao said, then you continue to discuss. I'm going to sleep. Lin Feng nodded, go. Just after walking a few steps, Bao turned back and asked, Dad, you know some medical skills, right? Zhang Yuxi looked over quickly, what's wrong with you? Bao didn't understand what that look meant. I'm fine, it's Qin Zhang who has an old injury. He has seen many doctors but it doesn't work, so he asked Dad if there is any way. Zhang Yuxi didn't say a word and looked at Lin Feng. Qin Zhang is her future son-in-law, she hopes he will be fine. Lin Feng pondered, I have to ask him to come over so I can see him. Bao smiled, no problem, I'll ask him to come over to show you tomorrow. Originally, Lin Feng planned to take Xiaobao to the countryside to do farm work during her summer vacation, and to get close to her parents. Now he has to take Fatty to see a doctor, and his parents are against Xiaobao going back to the countryside. Why go back to the countryside? The sun is too strong in the countryside, and there are too many mosquitoes. It's better to let Xiaobao live comfortably in the city. That's right, there's nothing here, it's not fun at all, it's not as good as your city, where there are playgrounds and everything. Anyway, the two teachers don't want Xiaobao to suffer. Lin Dashan and his wife built a 2-story villa in their hometown, and lived in it with Lin Dan and his wife, and the third aunt. The land around the villa is fenced-off, where they can grow vegetables and flowers, and they live a leisurely life. Before, Lin Dan felt uncomfortable here and there. After doing farm work every day, he doesn't feel uncomfortable anywhere. Zhang Yuxi is a busy person. She works overtime 6 out of 7 days a week, which is even busier than when she was the principal. Lin Feng is busy with all the big and small things at home. When she has time to care about the family, the children have grown up. At least she spent a lot of time taking care of the 4 treasures when they were young. But not long after Xiaobao came out of the confinement period, she was busy again, and the time she spent with her daughter became less and less. Fortunately, Xiaobao is a sensible and considerate girl, and she is still living a happy life. Husband, how are you going to let Xiaobao spend this summer vacation? It's not that there were no advertisements and dramas approaching during the summer vacation. Lin Feng refused after reading the scripts. The weather is too hot, let alone outside, and the studio is like a steamer. He doesn't want Xiaobao to work so hard. Besides, Xiaobao is still young and needs to have fun. Sign her up for a training class. Isn't her handwriting ugly? Let her practice calligraphy. Zhang Yuxi pursed her lips, she might cry. Lin Feng had a headache, there's nothing we can do about it. It's too ugly. Xiaobao's handwriting is even uglier than when Dabao was little. Seeing her handwriting can easily raise blood pressure. As for other courses, let's see what she likes when the time comes. It is said that a woman with a belly of poetry and books will be elegant. They all want Xiaobao to read more books. If she continues to pursue an acting career, you said that you were a poor student when you were a child, and it's okay. If you are still a poor student when you grow up, that's too much? After discussing, the couple rested. The next day, it was a brand new day. At noon, Bao brought Qin Zhang over. Dad, look at his back. Qin Zhang's back had been injured before, and later he had no feeling in his back, and it has become more serious in recent years. The doctor's examination results showed that Qin Zhang might be half paralyzed at some point. Lin Feng looked at Qin Zhang's medical records, examined him again, and finally gave him acupuncture. Qin Zhang smiled and lay down obediently. Lin Feng said, first, you have to continue the acupuncture for 7 days, and then once a week we'll do it. Bao asked hurriedly, is there a possibility of recovery? Lin Feng nodded, I'll try my best. Although he has the skills, he didn't say so confidently. If he didn't cure it, his daughter would be so disappointed. Qin Zhang had lunch at home after the acupuncture, and went to the company with Bao in the afternoon. Bao drove the car and changed the road. Let's not go to the company, let's go play. Qin Zhang asked with a smile, I found out that I might be half paralyzed in the future. It's not too late to regret now. At the beginning, he had selfish motives. The doctor said it was possible, but it was not an absolute possibility. He thought his luck was not that bad. But this time when he goes back for a follow-up check, he may not be the lucky one. Bao said, don't worry, my dad will cure you. Qin Zhang didn't say anything. Bao looked at him, don't believe it. Qin Zhang smiled, I believe it. Bao knew that he didn't believe it, and snorted coldly, I tell you, You know nothing about my dad's ability. In my heart, my dad can do everything. As long as he wants to do it, he will succeed, definitely. Every daughter worships her father, Qin Zheng can understand. Erbao was so angry that this G-man didn't believe it. Have you seen that fat man? Which one? The one in my house, you saw it last time. What's wrong? In order to show how powerful his father's medical skills are, Erbao decisively told the fat man's condition. Qin Zheng. This, my father-in-law is awesome. Erbao asked Qin Zheng to treat the disease first, and postpone anything else. Qin Zheng sighed, our work is not something we can postpone if we want to. Erbao was anxious, but no matter what, is life important? Huh? Qin Zheng wanted to say that after doing this job, he no longer regarded life as that important. But he didn't dare to say it, because he cherished his life now. Erbao saw that he didn't say anything, and she was a little annoyed. Forget it, I won't tell you this, it affects my mood. Qin Zheng held her hand and felt that Erbao was really virtuous. I will treat you very well in the future, really, very well. Erbao sneered, if not, I will beat you to death. I can't beat you alone. I have an older brother, a younger brother and a younger sister. They all know Taekwondo and are all masters. And my dad, do you know? He is also a powerful character, the kind that can fly over eaves and walls. Isn't your family rich? Our family is the richest. If you treat me badly and bully me in the future, I will make your family bankrupt. Qin Zheng laughed, okay. Erbao was so angry that she hit him, I'm serious, I'm not kidding you. Qin Zheng frowned, I know. Erbao hummed and grinned, you know how powerful I am, it's not too late for you to regret it now. Qin Zheng quickly let go of his hand, I'll think about it. Erbao gritted his teeth, are you looking for death? For a while, the car was filled with laughter. Chapter 707 Brothers and Sisters Send Warmth. After Erbao returned home, he told his father about the situation. Dad, what do you think we should do? Lin Feng has his own small pharmacy, which is full of medicines and some refining equipment. He fiddles with it when he has nothing to do. He was grinding medicine and replied casually, I'll prepare some medicine for him later, and he can take it wherever he goes. Erbao stepped closer and asked, Dad, can you really cure it? Give me a definite answer. Lin Feng said he was 80% sure, and Erbao smiled. Then Dad, can you get him some more hemostatic, blood activating and blood stasis removing medicines? You know that their missions are very dangerous, it's always right to prepare more just in case. Lin Feng put down the work in his hands, they have prepared these, so I don't need this. Erbao didn't care, and he insisted that Lin Feng prepare some medicine. He wanted all kinds of medicines to refresh the mind, activate blood circulation and stop bleeding. Lin Feng looked at his daughter with elbows bent outward speechlessly. I have to ask Qin Zheng what he needs. You are an outsider, what do you know? Qin Zheng was able to stay in Michang for a few days, which he had finally begged for. After all, although he is handsome, it is not easy to find a wife. After hesitating for a long time, the higher-ups made up their minds and approved it, asking him to have a good relationship and try to solve his personal problems as soon as possible. Qin Zheng gave acupuncture at home during the day, and went out with Erbao in the afternoon to spend time alone. Those who understand understand. Lin Feng knew that he was short of time, so he adjusted the treatment method. This trip took 2.5 hours. Qin Zheng didn't talk much, and Lin Feng didn't talk much either. The two chatted very little during the time. How do you feel? It hurts. How much does it hurt? Very much. It may hurt more in a while, just hold on. Qin Zheng grinned, it's okay. In less than 5 seconds, cold sweat broke out all over his body, and Qin Zheng's back hurt so much. He was surprised and happy, and he didn't dare to doubt Lin Feng's medical skills in his heart, so he couldn't help but talk more. Uncle, where did you learn this medical skill? It's better than those old doctors I found. I taught myself. Haha, Uncle is really good at joking. Lin Feng also laughed, and took a towel to let him wipe the sweat off his face, and told him not to take a shower, but to wait 6 hours before taking a shower. Erbao asked me to prescribe some medicine for you to stop bleeding, refresh your mind or something, do you need it? Qin Zheng's heart warmed. He had a few words with Erbao in a casual chat, but he had forgotten them, but she remembered them. We have them all, don't bother Uncle. Lin Feng recalled Erbao's insistence, and guessed that Qin Zheng would be his future son-in-law. Don't bother, I'll prescribe some more for you. That night, Lin Feng was busy in the small pharmacy until very late. Bao came over. Dad, you haven't slept yet, what are you doing? Lin Feng glanced at her. Wasn't this asking a question knowing the answer? Bao giggled. Dad, thank you for your hard work. I'll go cook you a bowl of noodles. Lin Feng was not hungry, but he appreciated his daughter's kindness. I don't eat much, a small bowl will do. After half an hour, Bao cooked a bowl of egg and chopped green onion noodles, and poured the sauce made by Lin Feng. The taste was naturally amazing. Dad, is it done? Yes. The medicine was in a small porcelain bottle with a small gourd. It looked so small, and Bao thought it was too little. Lin Feng snatched it away. You think it's too little? I'm not willing to give it to you. Bao took it with a smile. No, I just said it casually, don't be angry. Lin Feng snorted twice. Qin Zhang stayed at the Lin family for the third day. After today, he will go on a mission and he is not sure when he will come back. But next time he comes back, whether it is the new year or not, he will take Bao to Beijing to meet the parents of both parties. Bao was rarely shy and felt that he was deceived. We haven't talked about love enough yet. Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi had no objection and had already started discussing what gift to prepare. When leaving, Lin Feng handed all the medicines to Qin Zhang and told him one by one. When Qin Zhang and Bao separated, she also repeatedly told him to take the medicines with him. No matter how much Qin Zhang boasted, he was still a human being, not a god. Fatty had been here for almost a month, and the effect was very significant. He was very happy every morning during this period. Lin Feng gave him medicine to regulate his body and asked him to take it on time, stay up less late, drink less, smoke less, and keep himself clean. Fatty had no way to repay him, so he transferred 10 million to Lin Feng. Boss Lin, you must keep this money no matter what. It's a small gift. I'll write a contract and bring it to you for your review. I said that the shares of the industry under my name will be divided into half and half. Fatty went home with a smile. In the past month, Lin Feng was busy at home, and Bao went to calligraphy class and taekwondo class. Without her tossing around at home, it was much quieter. When Fatty left, Lin Feng was free too. He looked and saw that it was the dog days of summer. It's summer now, and life is given by air conditioning. Come here, let Dad see if your handwriting has improved. Bao's handwriting has indeed improved a lot. It is no longer drug crawling and looks much better. He took Bao as an example and gave his daughter earnest instructions. At first, your brother Bao's handwriting was uglier than yours. Later, he found a copybook and kept writing. He was very hardworking. Now look at Bao's brother's handwriting. It is the most beautiful among us. So, it doesn't matter if you don't do some things well. As long as you work hard, you will definitely change. Bao listened expressionlessly. Dad, can I go back to do my homework? Lin Feng, go. Alice, it is too difficult to teach children now. Bao felt bitter. She was slow in doing homework, and now she writes stroke by stroke, even slower. She was almost anxious to death. She didn't want to listen to the truth, she just wanted to finish her summer homework quickly. Where did this summer homework come from? This has to mention her good brothers and sisters. One day in the group, Bao was inspired and decided to send some exercises to Bao. It was really that Bao was noisy at home during this period. Bao said, count me in. Bao will cry if he finds out, so count me in too. Bao, I can't be left out. Try to have as few exercise books as possible. Now, one exercise book for each person, 4 books is a lot. Bao even gave it to Bao in the name of the teacher. Bao was stunned, he actually believed it. So, for this month, he was busy with his own work during the day and did homework at night, and almost finished the 4 books. 3 days later, it was a rare cloudy day, so Lin Feng took Bao out to play. What a coincidence that they met their classmate, a good kid who also got 100 points in both exams. Bao was shocked to find that he didn't have any exercise books. The other party was also shocked to find that it was impossible to take so many exercise books to get 100 points in both exams. It was a rare good day, and Bao was in a very bad mood. He cried as soon as he heard a cry. He cried as soon as he caught Lin Feng, and counted him in. Lin Feng was also shocked. I thought you knew that your sister and brother bought it, he said. How could Bao obediently write so many exercise books? Bao cried so sadly that Lin Feng felt sorry for his daughter. After comforting her for a while and promising her 3 wishes, the little girl finally stopped crying. On the bench outside the ice cream shop, Zaya Abeo called her teacher, and after confirming that she had no homework, she gritted her teeth in anger. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 708, Discussing Marriage. In the evening, Abeo and Sanbeo agreed to go home, and they were met with a heavy punch from Zaya Abeo. I don't have any summer homework at all. You lied to me, lied to me. Woo woo woo, am I not your little baby? You bully me like this. Lin Feng drank water and watched this scene leisurely. This time Zaya Abeo got very angry. No matter how Abeo and Sanbeo tried to coax him, he couldn't be coaxed. Abeo had no choice but to sell Sibeo. Anyway, Sibeo was out of town, so it didn't matter if he took on more responsibility. Zaya Abeo cried and called Sibeo, and Sibeo saw Zaya Abeo's attitude and decisively sold Sanbeo. Zaya Abeo cried and went to Sanbeo, and Sanbeo apologized while selling Dabeo. Zaya Abeo was most afraid of 2 people in this family. One was Dabeo, and the other was her mother Zhang Yuxi. But this time Zaya Abeo was right, she was not afraid. She cried and called Dabeo, accusing him of being unkind. Who would cheat his sister like this? Dabeo had expected that the truth would be revealed, but he had never thought that he would be the one to take the blame. Dabeo is worthy of being called Dabeo. Brother Dabeo is busy. I'll call you in 5 minutes when you're done crying. Do. Zaya Abeo's tears were hanging on his face, and he was sobbing and aggrieved. While he was doing this, Abeo and Sanbeo came to comfort him. Zaya Abeo's mood had almost calmed down. He pouted and hugged his arms, turning away to show that he didn't want to pay attention to them. Abeo directly spent money to make Zaya Abeo happy. Tell me, how much? Humph, it's great to have money. Abeo laughed. It's really great to have money, tell me, any amount is fine. Now it was Zaya Abeo who felt embarrassed. Just give it as you see fit. Abeo decisively gave her a coin. Is it enough? Zaya Abeo's tears burst out again. It's too bullying, too bullying. For a while, the joy in the family was gone, and the 2 older children and a younger child became friends. In the end, Abeo paid the money and Sanbeo paid Zaya Abeo a princess dress. After a while, I called Dabeo. Dabeo asked, are you done crying? Zaya Abeo sniffed. Yeah, I'm done crying. Dabeo sighed. We bought those exercise books. I hope you don't forget what you learned when you played during the summer vacation. Don't be proud of getting 200 points this time. You need to keep working hard, okay? Anyway, in the end, Dabeo said he would bring her toys when he came back, and that was the end. Before bedtime, Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi had a video call. Zhang Yuxi laughed so hard when she learned about this. Zaya Abeo is so pitiful. Did she find anything wrong? Lin Feng smiled. She probably didn't expect that the 4 treasures would do this. Zhang Yuxi was as puzzled as Lin Feng at first, and thought that Zaya Abeo had grown up, but it turned out that he didn't know anything at all. Summer vacation passed in a flash, and school started in September. This semester is the 3rd grade, and the children are 1 year older. Children are getting older and more sensible every year. Zaya Abeo is sensible earlier than his peers, and knows more than his peers. Zaya Abeo's attitude towards learning this semester is still good. In mid-September, Sanbeo came back from abroad. After a few months of hard work, Sanbeo's music studio in Guangzhou was finally established. The first business received was to produce an MV album for a popular and powerful singer. Sanbeo came back to pick up something this time. Raymond Lam has a house in Guangzhou, and Sanbeo currently lives there. After the family finished dinner in the evening, the couple talked to Sanbeo. Basically, take good care of yourself. If you are too busy, hire an or hourly worker. Don't be wronged. Tell your family if you don't have enough money. The 4 treasures are all outside, independent and can take care of themselves, so the couple doesn't have to worry about them at all. But no matter how old the children are, they are still children in their eyes. Lying on the bed, the couple talked about the children at home. Now Abeo and Sanbeo have boyfriends. They will get married in the future. There is also Zaya Abeo to accompany us. When Zaya Abeo grows up and leaves home, there's still me. Raymond Lam held his wife's hand and smiled. Husband, you are becoming more and more like a mature man now, and you look so handsome. In the past, Raymond Lam was just simply handsome, all relying on his appearance. Now, not only is she beautiful, but she also has inner qualities, and her gestures are full of flavor. Now Zhang Yuxi is becoming less and less confident. No matter how well a woman maintains her appearance, it will fade. Although elegance is timeless, so what if she has beautiful bones? Are there any young people who like elegant beauties in their 40s or 50s? However, there are young girls who like elegant men in their 40s or 50s. With just one look, Lin Feng knew that Zhang Yuxi was daydreaming, and held her face. What are you thinking about? Your husband is your husband in life and your ghost husband in death. Zhang Yuxi was hypocritical. Who knows? Lin Feng turned over. Come on, let me prove it. Late at night, the moon was like a hook, and everyone was asleep. A day's life came to an end. Wake up, each of them is busy again, welcoming a new day. After Sanbao and his family had breakfast together, they took a plane to leave Yangcheng. After September, it will be the long October holiday. Qin will come to meet Chen. Sanbao originally planned to go abroad to meet Xiaoyang, but the family had to go to Beijing to discuss Sanbao's marriage, so they could only wait for the next opportunity. Xiaoyang immediately changed his schedule and flew to Beijing. He wanted to study and wanted to get engaged to Sanbao in the future. Qin Zheng was in a hurry, but fortunately Lin Feng and his wife made preparations in advance and prepared all the gifts. Women's skincare products, jewelry, beauty medicines, etc. Men's health products, tea, calligraphy and paintings, etc. Everything was carefully selected by the couple. Not to mention sending gifts to their hearts, they just hope that they will like them. Being able to see the sincerity of the couple will leave a good impression on both families. Bao has a cheerful personality and strong self-confidence. She believes that as long as she works hard, there is nothing she can't do. Not only that, she is also a social cow. She has seen a lot of big guys. Since she started her business, she has also been a strong woman, plus the identity of the daughter of the richest man. She is confident to the bone, and her confident and flamboyant beauty can be seen in every frown and smile. But this time, she was uneasy. She affirmed herself while denying herself. She thought she was good in every way, but what if Qin Jiang's parents thought she was not good enough? Especially Qin Jiang's mother. The relationship between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law has always been a problem. If Qin Jiang's parents are not satisfied with her, will Qin Jiang still be with her? She was worried, but she didn't show it on her face, and she kept comforting herself. If they don't agree with her dating Qin Jiang, and he wants to break up, then this man doesn't need to. What is most lacking in today's society is men. There are a lot of them, and there are also many high-quality men. Dabao and Sabao know very outstanding men. As for her current suitors, they all have good family backgrounds, and it doesn't matter if Qin Jiang is missing. Chapter 709, Meeting the In-Laws in Beijing. Dress up. Bao is always dissatisfied and asks Sanbao to go shopping for clothes with him. Sanbao stared at the clothes on the bed and the floor and hesitated. Second sister, I don't think it's the clothes, it's the people. Bao refused to admit. What's wrong with me? These clothes don't suit me. They can only be new clothes. Sanbao asked, second sister, are you nervous? Bao glanced at Sanbao and asked instead, if Xiaoyang takes you to meet his parents, will you be uneasy? Sanbao thought about it and said, I won't. Bao was surprised to see that Sanbao was so sure, and asked, why are you so sure? Things haven't reached that point yet, how do you know? Sanbao explained. She has beauty, money, status, and talent. And in the relationship, it was Xiaoyang who pursued her, not that she had to be with him. There are so many men in the world. If Xiaoyang is gone, there are thousands of Xiaoyangs. Among Sanbao's pursuits, there are the sons of cruise ship bosses, the sons of media companies, and so on. Although the title is not as good as Xiaoyang's so-called top luxury heir, his net worth is not bad. She has her own money, and she is not looking for the other party for his money. Bao listened to Sanbao and felt that it was very reasonable. Well said, I think so too. Bao can be said to be suddenly enlightened and not so nervous. Dabao and Sabao in Beijing are all there, and they must be present this time. Sanbao will naturally accompany, but she glanced at Xiaoyang. Why are you here? Xiaoyang glanced at Qin Jiang. Qin Jiang and I are friends, why can't I come? You do your own things, I won't get in the way. He and Qin Zhang may become a family. Sanbao didn't answer him. Whatever you want. Xiao Yuang smiled. Sanbao sometimes does things too calmly, giving Xiao Yuang the feeling that the two are not dating, but friends. It seems that he doesn't care about himself a little. After the family prepared the gifts, Lin Feng drove his private plane to Beijing. Led by Qin Zhang, they came to his home. A courtyard house. Qin Zhang said, "We moved out. My grandparents live here." The value of a courtyard house in Beijing is inestimable, especially such a big and nice courtyard. Lin Feng's family is rich and knows that Qin Zhang is of extraordinary status, so they were not surprised. Xiao Yang said tactfully, "I'll leave first because I have something to do. I'll contact you later." Qin Zhang smiled, "Okay, I'll have a drink with you later." Qin Jiwang's family had been waiting for a long time. After Qin Zhang sent a message saying that he was getting off the plane, the family wanted to go to the airport to meet him. However, they had a lot of things to do. As soon as the door opened, a figure rushed out. It was Qin Jiwang's mother. Qin Jiwang's eyes looked like his mother's, both slender and slightly upturned. "Ah, you are here, please come in, please come in." Qin Jiwang's father also came over and said with a smile, "Come on, come in." This time Qin Jiwang's aunt and uncle also came, and a group of people entered the house. Qin Jiwang's grandparents were young and energetic, and they greeted Lin Feng's family with a smile. Qin Jiwang's father introduced them one by one. "You must be hungry, come on, eat." They cooked a table of food and ate in the yard to cool down. Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi wanted to help, so they were invited out. The four treasures also wanted to help, but were also invited out. There was no choice but to sit in the yard. Erbao, who was usually a good-looking boy, didn't know what to say. Sibao could talk and walked around the yard. Qin Jiwang's grandparents were playing with Xiaobao, but it was Xiaobao who made them laugh. They also said that they had seen the dramas that Xiaobao acted in and liked her very much. At the end, they asked Qin Zhang to bring the girl over to them for a look. "She looks so good, standing next to our grandson, she is a perfect match." "Tell grandma, what do you do for a living? I heard that you run a company." Erbao sat aside obediently and answered the questions of the two elders, and gradually relaxed. Qin Jiang's parents had already prepared the food and were waiting. In less than 10 minutes, the food was set. The main seat was Qin Jiang's grandparents. Grandma liked Erbao very much and asked her to sit next to her. "What do you want to eat? Your grandson will pick up some food for you." "Thank you, Grandma. I know. My grandson is busy with work and he is dumb and can't express himself. He is like a piece of wood." "Is he boring?" "No, he is quite interesting." "How can I not know whether he is interesting or not? It's a good thing you don't dislike him." "Grandma, you are joking." While they were chatting, Qin Jiang's mother introduced the menu to the guests and said modestly, "My cooking skills are average. I cook home-cooked dishes. I don't know if they suit your taste." Everyone said they were delicious. The two families finished lunch happily, and Lin Feng gave away all the gifts he brought. Grandpa and Grandma were in pain here and there, and they needed plasters. Grandpa even said, "I heard from my grandson that you know some medical skills, that's amazing." Lin Feng was modest, "I know a little bit." Grandpa waved his hand, "For my grandson's illness, we have consulted many doctors and thought of many ways. Fortunately, we met you. I heard that you are a richest man? That's incredible. You look so young, but I didn't expect you to be so amazing." Lin Feng laughed, "No way, they ranked you, it's fake." Grandpa laughed again, "I also heard that you raised all 4 children of your first pregnancy? You are really amazing." Grandpa is talkative, not as serious as the first time they met. After all, he is old, so he laid down to rest after chatting for a while. Grandma was still chatting with Erbao and Sanbao, looking very gossipy. Sure enough, women like gossip no matter how old they are. Grandma was curious and didn't know why Erbao liked her grandson. Except for his good looks, he has no other skills. He is just a blockhead. This topic was a bit awkward. Erbao only said, "It's fate. Besides, he is quite humorous." Grandma chuckled. Sanbao saw Qin Jiang's mother come into the house after finishing her work, so he said hello and left. Qin Jiang's mother was very gentle and spoke softly. "Oh my god, my son finally brought his girlfriend home. You don't know, I'm afraid he will be single forever." As they chatted, Grandma waved to Erbao, "Come with the grandma." Grandma took out a wooden box with a lot of jewelry in it. It looked like antiques, different from Zhang Yuxi and her incompetent things. Grandma gave her a ruby red ring. This grandma, together with Qin Jiang's mother, is given to you. Bao knew the meaning of this and refused. You can keep this, grandma, I can't afford it. Qin Jiang's mother smiled and said, this ring is a family heirloom of the Qin family. It was given to me at the beginning, and now it is given to you. I hope it can help you and Zhang to get married. Bao was embarrassed. It's too expensive. It's too soon to give it to me before we get married. Qin Jiang's mother put it on her. Zhang told us that he has fallen in love with you, and he will get you no matter whether you marry him or not. It doesn't matter if you don't succeed. This is our gift to you. They insisted, and Bao had to accept it. Chapter 710 Happy Fat. Grandma is old. She always takes a nap, and now she has gone back to her room to lie down. Bao came out, and everyone saw her ring, but they didn't say anything tacitly. After chatting for a while, Dabao, Sibao and Sanbao took Xiaobao and found an excuse to leave. They said they were going to visit Uncle Lin Ji's house, who is also in Beijing. After all, it's not easy to stay in someone else's house for a long time. Qin Jiang's aunt and uncle also found an excuse to leave, and the yard suddenly became quiet. As the man's family, Qin Jiang's family must take the initiative to propose some things. In front of the young couple, Qin Jiang's father smiled and said to settle the marriage and see if it works. When Lin Feng and his wife came, they talked to Bao. If Qin Jiang's family wants to get engaged, what does she think? If she agrees, the two of them should spend some time together. Because Qin Jiang is a soldier, he needs to think carefully about getting married. Bao thought about it for a long time, and it's okay to get engaged. So, the engagement banquet was scheduled for tomorrow, and Qin Jiang's mother went to make a phone call happily. Young people can't be trapped. Qin Jiang's father asked his son to take his girlfriend out for a walk and some shopping. Bao was still a little dizzy when she went out. She took a look at the ring and was worried. Qin Jiang felt a little uneasy, afraid that Bao would back down at the last minute. What's wrong? Bao frowned. I'm afraid I can't be a good wife, a good daughter-in-law. She always believed that only Sanbao, who is gentle, talented, can cook, and is very considerate, can be a good wife and mother. She is playful, occasionally irritable, and lazy. She can't do anything, but she is the best at eating. When she thinks about the change of identity, she will become a wife and a mother in the future. She feels a little stressed. Qin Jiang hurriedly comforted her. You don't have to be a good wife, and you don't have to be a good daughter-in-law, just be yourself. After we get married, we don't have to live with our parents, we can move out and live on our own. I'm on a mission for a long time. You can live in Yangcheng during this period, or we can live in Yangcheng after marriage. When I'm free, we can go back to see them together. Bao widened his eyes. This, won't it be bad? Qin Jiang looked indifferent. It's okay, I go on missions often, my parents are used to it. As long as I can get married, they won't hinder me from doing anything, and they are very supportive. His mother had already prepared for her son to bring a man back. Qin Jiang's comfort made Bao feel relieved. No matter what the future holds, they will take it one step at a time. Let's go and see Uncle Lin Ji. Lin Ji was preparing dinner, but when he thought of so many people, he decided to go to the restaurant. He deliberately didn't go to work today, rested at home, and accompanied his wife and children. Sanbao and his friends will be here soon, along with Sanbao's boyfriend Xiao Yong. When Xiaoy asked, what about my brother and sister-in-law? No one has said that yet, let's see first. After a while, 8 people came. This was not the first time that Qin Jiang visited Lin Ji. After establishing a relationship with Bao, he returned to Beijing to visit once. It was also fortunate that Lin Ji changed to a large house of 140 square meters. If it was the previous small house, I don't know how crowded it would be. Even so, the house still seemed crowded. I'll call my brother and sister-in-law. They will be here in half an hour, you can have fun by yourselves. Then, 8 people, plus KK and Fanfan, exactly 10 people, sat in a row to watch Ultraman. Lin Ji and Wen Xiaoy prepared fruits and snacks. Xiao Yong sat on the armrest of the sofa, his mind was not on Ultraman at all. Without making a sound, he stretched out his arm without leaving any trace, trying to put his arm around Sanbao's shoulders. Moving a little bit, he finally got what he wanted. Qin Jiang, who came from behind, glanced at him. as if to say, brother-in-law, come on. Xiao Yuang pursed his lips, looking helpless. But the good news is that Sanbao knew about his little tricks, but was indifferent. As long as he persevered, he would definitely succeed. Lin Ji's hair is getting thinner every year, and even the four treasures couldn't help but feel distressed. At the same time, they couldn't help but worry about themselves. After all, hair loss and baldness are a heart-wrenching thing for both men and women. In today's society, everyone is under too much pressure, and hair loss has become a very normal thing. It is said that men get fat after getting married. Lin Ji has less hair, more meat, a beer belly, and a fat face in recent years. The changes in the past year or so are really big. Even he sometimes feels that he has grown ugly when looking in the mirror. It is said that it is a happy fat, but seeing the fat self, it is really not happy. Don't look at me like that, I'm not pitiful. Lin Ji was really depressed, and he smiled and said to the four treasures, Qin Zhang and Xiao Yuang, when you get married, you will both gain weight. Just wait and see. After the marriage of the two children was settled, Qin Zhuang's father said something else. The medicine Lin Feng gave Qin Zhang last time had an immediate effect, especially the hemostasis, blood circulation and blood stasis. Just a little bit of it had a magical effect. Qin Zhang came back with injuries this time, and Qin's father took his son to see a doctor. The old dean of the first hospital of Beijing was his comrade in arms. He was also one of the few people who knew Qin Zhang's true identity. Qin Zhang told the old dean about the magic of Lin Feng's medicine, so he took a patient for experiment, and the hemostasis effect was miraculous. It was better than the medicines that the old dean knew, and after testing, it was unexpected that they were all Chinese herbal medicine ingredients. The old dean had the idea of meeting Lin Feng, and when he learned that he was Qin Zhang's future father-in-law, he wanted to meet him even more. He also watched Qin Zhang grow up. Now the two families are in-laws, and it's okay to meet a friend. The time is set for tomorrow. On the other side, at Lin Ji's house. They waited and waited, but Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi didn't come. A group of people simply went to the restaurant to wait. Lin Feng walked into the private room with Zhang Yuxi, and was shocked to see his brother's appearance. How come you are so fat? Lin Ji smiled bitterly, knowing that his brother would definitely set a trap for him when they met. Lin Feng immediately felt Lin Ji's pulse. Let me see what disease you have. Now the conditions are good, there is no need to delay if you are sick, just go to the hospital for examination. With me at home, they don't need to check at all. People like Lin Ji and Lin Jiajin have to do a full-body examination when they are due. Lin Ji smiled. The doctor said there is nothing wrong, and asked me to move more and not sit in the office all the time, saying that I am in sub-health. Lin Feng nodded. There is nothing wrong, but my body is a little unbalanced. I will get you some Chinese medicine later, and you should exercise more. Lin Ji was in poor health when he was a child, and he drank a lot of Chinese medicine. He always believed that it was because he drank a lot of Chinese medicine when he was a child that laid a good foundation for his body, and he didn't get sick all his life. Compared with the strong Western medicine, he prefers the warming effect of Chinese medicine. Chapter 711 Cheers to Brotherhood. At the dinner table, everyone was eating and chatting, talking and laughing. Brother, I have already arranged the hotel for you. Lin Feng shook his head. You don't have to arrange it. Qin Zhuang's father has already booked the hotel. Tomorrow at noon, have a meal with their relatives and friends and meet them. Whatever you have to do tomorrow, put it aside and have a meal with your in-laws. Lin Ji smiled. I will definitely not be absent. It's such an important thing. After dinner, the two brothers came out to chat alone. They ordered barbecue, sat outside the stall and drank beer, listening to Lin Ji talking about everything. From some conflicts between the couple, to the children's studies, and finally to work. Lin Ji talked about how difficult it was for him, the hard work he had to work hard in Beijing, and his plans for retirement. In the end, he was full of admiration for his brother Lin Feng. Brother, I have admired you since I was a child, really. Although you are not my biological brother, you treat me better than those biological brothers treat their younger brothers. Our family can live the life we have now, thanks to you, really. Even for me, Lin Ji, I can take root in Beijing. I can't say that I have a successful career, but I have achieved some success. This is all thanks to you, brother. Come on, let's drink a glass to our brotherhood. Lin Feng raised his glass. Cheers. Lin Ji was drunk and started talking nonsense. Lin Feng saw that it was almost time, so he called a designated driver to take him home. What's going home? Let's go sing. It was rare for the two brothers to open their hearts and talk. Lin Ji wanted to play with his brother. It's late, let's go home. Lin Ji smiled, if I don't go back, I have to sing today. Lin Feng shook his head, what time is it now? I have something to do tomorrow. If you want to sing, we can sing later. Lin Ji disagreed and insisted on going to KTV with Lin Feng tonight. You are so busy all day, when will you be free? No, let's go today, let's go. Seeing that Lin Ji was so happy today, Lin Feng didn't want to spoil his fun, so he took him to a nearby KTV. To be honest, except for the New Year and other holidays when he went to KTV with Lin Jiajin and a few others to sing, he had never been here on weekdays. At this time in the evening, all the private rooms were full, and only the expensive large room was empty. The staff was also considerate. After glancing at the multi-million watch on Lin Feng's wrist, they took them to the large room with a smile. This is the best large room here. Lin Ji sat on the sofa, I want to sing. The staff came over with a list, sir, what do you need? There are snacks, fruits, and alcohol here. If you feel bored, we have staff here. Those who understand will understand. Lin Feng ordered some fruits but didn't order any wine. We'll just sing. The staff smiled and said, sure, the waiter will bring the fruit plate in a while. If you need anything, just call us. Lin Ji had already started singing absolutely crazy. Brother, let's sing together. Lin Feng took the microphone. Since he was here, he would sing for a while. Lin Feng could only sing some old songs. He could only hum a few lines of popular songs nowadays and had not deliberately learned them. He obviously couldn't keep up with the pace of young people. Lin Ji chose older and older songs. Xiao Feng was even out. The fruit plate was served. The two of them ate and sang at the same time. They felt that it was a waste for the box to be so big. The box was luxuriously decorated and could accommodate 20 to 30 people. It seemed empty with 2 people. At this time, Zhang Yuxi made a video call. How long will it take you to come back? Wait a minute. I just had a barbecue with Lin Ji. He got drunk and insisted on singing in the KTV. So, you are singing in the KTV now. Lin Feng was on the phone in the corridor outside the box. He had a handsome appearance, a luxury watch worth millions, and a noble temperament. He was actually 50 years old, but he still looked as young as in his early 30s. No matter where he went, he was undoubtedly the most attractive one. During the video call, Lin Feng switched the camera, and Zhang Yuxi happened to see a beautiful woman winking at her husband. Suddenly, the sense of crisis made Zhang Yuxi's smile disappear. Lin Feng's life was very simple. Zhang Yuxi knew that he was chaste, but he couldn't resist those proactive women. 1 or 2 could still be enough, but what about more? Zhang Yuxi was very worried. She told them to have fun, and after hanging up the video call, she immediately called the 4 treasures. The little treasures were sleeping with her in the hotel. Mom, my second and third sisters have gone to play somewhere else. Only my eldest brother is here now. Zhang Yuxi smiled faintly. Your dad and Lin Ji are at Denghu OKVT. They had a barbecue and drank some wine. I'm worried about them. You can go over and have a look. The children naturally agreed. Anyway, they are all single. It doesn't matter where they go without a girlfriend. Lin Feng hung up the phone. The beautiful woman who came towards him greeted him with a smile. Handsome, do you want to buy me a drink, or do you want me to buy you a drink? Lin Feng smiled politely. I don't drink. As he was about to walk past a beautiful woman, the beautiful woman quickly stopped him. Then let's add WeChat. Chapter 712, that person is the richest man? As she said that, the beauty took out her phone and waited for the scan. This beauty is definitely very good looking and high quality. She doesn't seem to be out for fun, but she is so bold. Lin Feng also knows a lot of high-end luxury brands. The woman's phone is the latest Apple phone that has just been released, and the necklace is a limited edition of a luxury brand. It seems that her family is also well off. Lin Feng rejected the beauty. The beauty was unwilling to be rejected again, and stopped Lin Feng again. Am I not good looking? Why do you reject me again and again? She was obviously angry. Lin Feng guessed that with her looks and family background, there would be many men lining up to pursue her, and she didn't need to take the initiative at all. Maybe she didn't expect that this time he took the initiative, and the other party was so tactless. Lin Feng shook his wedding ring. Good guy, The other party said bluntly, "It doesn't matter, I don't care." Lin Feng. Are the three views of girls so distorted now? Sorry, I don't want to be friends with children as old as your daughter. Huh? Lin Feng ignored the beauty's expression and left. The beauty stared with wide eyes, angrily watching Lin Feng enter the box, stamping her feet and pouting. What? Lin Feng entered the box. Lin Ji was singing Nine Sisters, and he was getting more and more energetic. When are we going back? Sing for a while longer. About 15 minutes later, Dabao and Sabao came in with the staff. Why are you here? Lin Feng was a little surprised. Sabao smiled and said, come and see you and uncle. Dad, please ask us to sing too. Lin Feng laughed. Sing, the microphone is there, order whatever you want to eat, and Dad will pay for it later. Sabao happily picked up the menu. Let me see what delicious food there is. Young people eat a lot and get hungry quickly, not to mention a foodie like Sabao. Sabao looked at the price list in shock. Oh my god, why is it so expensive? Dabao frowned. It's really expensive. Sabao pouted. I might as well go out to buy food at this price. How much is it outside? Dabao, who was looking at his phone, glanced over and said, bring your own drinks here. Then he said, just order if you want to. Dad said he'll treat you. As the children of the richest man, they are not short of money, and one of their advantages is thriftiness. Even if his father gave him money, Sabao still hesitated and didn't want to order. In the end, it was Dabao who ordered the 5-item set meal for $499. Sabao bought a house in Beijing and paid the mortgage himself. He has no pressure, but he has already had an economic crisis. Now he's the most stingy among the children, and even Erbao laughs at him. After a while, the 400 yuan set meal came up, and Sabao cried out that he was cheated. A plate of braised dried tofu, a small plate of husband and wife lung slices, and this cold dish. It's also a dish of 100 yuan. Young people also often go to KTVs with decent consumption levels to play, and usually a set meal is generally 199. Sabao ate with a pained look on his face. I won't come here again. It looks small, but I didn't expect the cost inside to be so high. The three young people joined a private room, and the atmosphere suddenly became lively. After singing for more than 2 hours, the talents decided to go back. During this period, Zhang Yuxi didn't make a single call, and Lin Feng was a little curious. Except for Lin Ji, who had a slightly different style, the others were all extremely handsome, each with their own characteristics. In the lobby, the beauty who had just asked for Lin Feng's wedget looked at them a little blankly this time. She thought Lin Feng rejected her, but there were 3 others. They were also handsome. Dabao made a call and walked at the end. The beauty liked mature and steady types. Hi, can we get to know each other? Dabao hung up the phone and refused. No. The beauty's smile froze on her face. She probably didn't expect that after looking at 2 elegant and mature people, she didn't expect to reject someone so straightforwardly. Dabao brushed past her and said to Sabao, who was about to go to the toilet. The toilet is over there. The beauty was unwilling to give up, and walked over and blocked Sabao at the door of the toilet. Hi, can we get to know each other? Sabao said with a smile. I'm sorry, beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. What's the point of saying sorry? Lin Feng walked over and glanced at the beautiful woman. Where's Sabao? Dabao put away his phone. 4th brother is in the bathroom. Just as he was talking, the phone rang. It was Zhang Yuxi calling. Mom, we're done here and we'll be back soon. Dad is with me, just a few of us. Oh. He handed the phone to Lin Feng. Dad. Lin Feng took the phone. Husband, bring me something when you come back. Lin Feng calculated the time. Okay, I know what brand to buy. He knew what to buy for daytime and nighttime use. After hanging up the phone, the beautiful woman asked in disbelief, is he your father? Sabao raised his eyebrows. Yeah, he doesn't look like one, does he? Lin Ji was much more sober at this time, and patted Lin Feng. Brother, I said you were too light. Look at the little girl who didn't believe it. Lin Feng smiled and said nothing. Several people left, and the beautiful woman was still in shock. She felt that Lin Feng looked familiar, but she couldn't remember him for a while, until she heard the conversation at the front desk. Is that the richest man? Fuck, why didn't you say so earlier? The manager ran out, smiling and saying he would return the money. Lin Feng shook his head. No need. The KTV was surrounded by designated drivers, and when they saw Lin Feng and his group coming out, Several of them surrounded them. There were exactly 4 people in Lin Feng's group, and 1 car could fit them. After seeing Lin Feng off, the manager, who looked regretful, and the beautiful woman, who looked equally regretful, were left behind. Chapter 713 Engagement Banquet. Erbao and Sanbao live in the same room. When Erbao and Qin Jiang came back from playing very late, they were shocked to find that Sanbao was not there. Erbao was so scared that he immediately called Sanbao. After 3 times, he finally got through. "Sanmei, where are you? Why haven't you come back so late?" Sanbao's voice sounded normal, but the words she said scared Erbao. "Second sister, I won't be back tonight. I'm with Xiao Yong." Erbao's heart tightened. "Are you serious? Have you thought it through?" In the eyes of her brothers and sisters, Sanbao is a well-behaved sister, obedient and sensible, who needs their care. Sanbao hummed softly, with a tone of subtle shyness, "I have thought it through." Erbao paused, "Then protect yourself." Sanbao hummed softly, "Then I'll hang up first, second sister." Erbao hung up the phone, feeling a little lost. Their little sister has finally grown up. Slept until dawn. Erbao turned his head and looked at the bed next to him, but there was no one. She got up and rubbed her head, took a shower, and then changed her clothes. At noon, she and Qin Jiang had an engagement party. There was no intention of making a big event, so she would just eat with relatives and friends. As the protagonist, she had to dress up beautifully. When they were almost done, Sanbao came back. "Second sister is so beautiful." Erbao looked at her. "Are you okay?" Sanbao's eyes were full of water waves, his face was like a peach blossom, and he nodded shyly. "Not bad." Erbao didn't say anything when he saw this. The whole family packed up and took a car to the designated restaurant. The journey took almost an hour. The restaurant was located on the outskirts of Beijing. After walking around for a long time, they finally arrived at their destination. The restaurant was built in an ancient style, with red lanterns hanging outside, pavilions, rockery and waterside pavilions. The waiters were all wearing cheongsams and delicate makeup, and they walked even more gracefully. Outside, Qin Jiang's family of 3 had been waiting for a long time. Qin Jiang's mother had her hair tied up and wore a water blue long dress. She was full of the temperament of a scholarly woman. Qin Jiang's father was dressed in a suit and tie, with a refined and calm temperament, and his eyes were full of the wisdom of the years. Qin Jiang stood upright, with a mighty and domineering aura of a soldier, and his handsome face was filled with a happy smile. "Come on, please come in, please come in." Qin's mother came over and held Zhang Yuxi's hand. "You have worked hard on this journey." Zhang Yuxi smiled slightly. "It's not far, it's not too hard." Zhang Yuxi was wearing a red dress today, with a pretty face and stunning temperament. Qin's mother is actually the same age as Zhang Yuxi, but she got married early. Although she has taken good care of herself, she is really not good enough compared to Zhang Yuxi. Although they are the same age, Zhang Yuxi looks a dozen years younger than her, and the red dress makes her look bright and young. Qin's mother looked at her mother-in-law up close, and she couldn't help but envy her. "I don't know how she has taken good care of herself, but this father-in-law looks a dozen years younger than her husband. How come the couple doesn't look much older than their son?" Lin Feng and Qin's father walked in side by side. When they compared the two, it was not an exaggeration to say that one was old and the other was young. It was a bit strange to hear Qin's father calling him brother. The interior decoration of the restaurant was not luxurious, but it was exquisite and classical, very pleasant. "Here they are. They are here. Wow, they are so young. I heard that they gave birth to 4 children in their first pregnancy, and all of them are young and promising. The girl who proposed to the young general is that one. She is so pretty. She has the face to bring good luck to her husband. Oh, that little girl at the back is too pretty. I wonder if she has had a blind date. Mom, I know her. The guy next to her is her boyfriend. Oh, so, that's right. Her boyfriend is not bad either. He is quite handsome. That's right. She is the future heir to a top luxury brand. It's all officially announced. So, the marriages of the 2 girls are settled, but what about the 2 sons? I haven't heard any news. I don't think so. The one walking in front is the eldest son. My friend's daughter likes him very much. He does scientific research and is a talent. I've heard of him. He has an amazing project on hand. If it is successfully developed, it will go down in history. The one with a bright smile on his face is their 4th child. He is outstanding, a trainer, and has won numerous gold medals. Dabao and Sabao were well known before they came to Beijing. After Lin Feng became the richest man, the two became even more famous. Those rich people in Beijing who have unmarried girls want to marry their daughters to them. The guests at the scene, who have girls to marry, are eager to join them. The couple really educates their children well, and their 4 children are all promising. That's not true, unlike our family, where each one is troublesome. Your family is better. Look at the useless ones in my family, they make me angry when I talk to them. Amid everyone's discussions, Lin Feng's family sat down. This table is for their family, and Qin Jiang's family of 3 also squeezed in. Qin's father is a social expert at first glance. After the food was served one after another, he began to control the whole scene. Today is my son Qin Jiang's engagement party. Thank you for your support. I'd like to toast you all. This is my father-in-law Lin Feng, this is my mother-in-law Zhang Yuxi, and this is my future daughter-in-law Lin Tuanchuan. Everyone eat and drink well, and have a good time. The banquet is all about eating and drinking. Those who can drink, drink, and those who can't drink, drink tea instead of wine. Qin Jiang took Lin Feng and others to meet his relatives and friends. There was only one aunt on the man's side. Qin's mother had a younger brother and a distant cousin who came from afar. The others were all friends of the couple in Beijing. If you don't introduce them, you won't know. Once introduced, you will know that Qin Jiang's parents know many bigwigs. Qin's mother was born as a real scholar in Beijing, with a gentle personality and tenacity. Qin's father's ancestors were all meritorious, and it was his regret that he couldn't be a bee because of physical reasons. Fortunately, his son made up for it. The 2 of them got married in a well-matched way, one literary and one martial, and their relationship for so many years is enviable. This is my good brother who I have known for more than 20 years, the former president of the first hospital, Dai Kong. This is his wife Jin Shu. This is the son of my father's comrade in arms, and he has been my good brother for many years. He is currently the tea director, and his name is Chen Gong. This is my close friend, the president of a film company in Beijing. After getting to know each other, Lin Feng drank a lot of wine, but he didn't show any sign of drunkenness. Qin's father's friends shouted and left the stage, and then they drank a few more glasses together. Except for one of Qin's mother's friends, who now focuses on the family and becomes a full-time wife because her child is disobedient, the other few have their own way of living. Some have their own clothing brand companies, cosmetics companies, and several chain beauty stores, etc. They not only have their own careers, but also their own lives, and they live freely and casually. At their age, most of the children have started families, and some have not started families and don't stay at home. Now the times are different, and the children have their own lives, and they don't interfere. Chapter 714. Do you know medical skills? Oh, Mrs. Lin, you have such good skincare. My dear sister, what skincare products do you use? Yes, recommend some to me quickly, and I will be an agent in the store later. Tell it to others that it's over 50? Who would believe it? Unlike Qin's mother, they are cheerful and enthusiastic, and Zhang Yuxi doesn't know how to deal with it. I don't use any skincare products, they are all from cow or something. Who would believe Zhang Yuxi's words, but everyone thinks that she doesn't need to lie. They can only comfort themselves by saying that their physical constitutions are different, and some people are blessed by God. What can you do? Otherwise, the 4 children will have their own future. Whether it is things at home or outside, the husband takes care of everything, and she is responsible for beauty. Appearance and figure are hurdles that women can't get around. They also asked how Zhang Yuxi maintained her figure. This figure, wow. Zhang Yuxi admitted that there was no yoga, no weight loss, and no physical skincare. On the contrary, because of her busy work, she had no regular meals every day whenever she was on a business trip. As soon as she got home, she would sit up and never lie down. She would sleep and never lie down. She was a lazy beauty. Lin Feng had taken care of her food, clothing, housing and transportation for so many years, so she didn't have to worry about it. The ladies widened their eyes and thought that what Zhang Yuxi said was a bit ridiculous. Zhang Yuxi said seriously, I have tried to lose weight several times, but I failed. Later, I gave up. One of the ladies said not so quietly, I just saw that she did eat a lot. Unlike them, she was very restrained in eating for the sake of her figure. Several ladies looked at each other, hoping to learn from her experience, but this experience. It's better not to learn. They have a very good relationship with Mrs. Qin, and naturally love Zhang Yuxi. They want to learn parenting experience from Zhang Yuxi. Zhang Yuxi still admitted frankly that she was useless. It seems that she did nothing to make the children achieve what they have today. It was all her husband who educated them. In other families, the husband goes out to earn money to support the family, and the wife educates the children at home. In their family, they go out to work, and leave the children and the family to their husbands. Although, in the end, she didn't earn as much as her husband. But she didn't make any contribution to her children and family. This is also a regret in her heart. But what's the regret? The 4 treasures have grown up. Now we can only make up for it with Zaya Abeo. Several ladies. They wondered if they asked the wrong person. Well, let their husbands go back to learn from them. One of the ladies asked with a smile, "Can you play cards?" Zhang Yuxi said frankly, "I can play a little, but I can count cards." Several ladies, "This sister is so frank." Another lady asked, "Besides playing cards, what else can you do?" Zhang Yuxi thought about it. It seems that there is nothing she can do. From being a teacher, to the principal, to the current deputy director of the Education Bureau, she seems to know nothing except teaching. Qin's mother smiled and said, "She is different from us. She used to be a teacher. She has been teaching and educating people for more than 20 years. She is a famous president of Yangcheng University. Unlike us, we usually go shopping, beauty, raising flowers, and shopping. All we know is consumption, and we don't do anything serious." Several people laughed and agreed. They are social elites. Zhang Yuxi is not good at socializing, but she has a wide range of knowledge. As long as it is not related to skincare, health preservation, and teaching children, she can chat with people about other topics. She knows a lot about investment, operation, luxury goods, etc. The adults walked around, and the children also wanted to get to know each other. Dabao and Sibao became popular. The banquet lasted from 12 o'clock to 2:30 in the afternoon. The women went shopping, and the men drank tea and listened to music. Young people, have fun. Qin Zheng took Lin Feng and a few friends to a tea house where they could listen to opera. There was a performance stage in the middle of the tea house. When they arrived, the show had already started, and Lin Feng could not understand the babbling. Drinking tea and listening to music are secondary, and we will talk about business later. Dai Kong sat next to Lin Feng and introduced the songs performed on the stage to him. The one being sung below is Miho Town, and later there will be Mugiang Takes Command. Father Qin on the other side was drinking tea. "When we have free time, we will sit here for a while. I wonder if you like it." Although Dai Kong had a head full of silver hair, he was in good spirits, smiling at a particularly kind old man. He has never been to the capital, so his hobbies are different from ours. Nowadays young people rarely listen to operas. They just like to do something else, tinkering with this and that. General Qin told me last time that his father-in-law can also make medicine, and it works wonders. "Show it to me, it's much better than those on the market." When Lin Feng heard this, he knew the topic was coming. Dai Kong smiled and said, "General Qin and I have been friends for more than 20 years, and you are his relative, so I don't need to beat around the bush." Lin Feng nodded. "What does Mr. Dai want to know?" Dai Kong asked, "Do you know medical skills? Where did you learn it?" Lin Feng smiled faintly. "My brother used to be in poor health, and he was cured by the old Chinese doctors in my hometown. At that time, I was in the countryside, and I learned a little. Later, when the children grew up, I read some medical skills and learned a little." Dai Kong could tell that there was something fake in his words. The medicines that Lin Feng prescribed did not seem to be made by someone who knew a little. Besides, Lin Feng used acupuncture to treat General Qin's back, and this ability could only be done by the retired old doctor in the hospital. It's a pity that the old doctor has a lot of skills, and few people have learned it. Dai Kong talked about acupuncture again, and Lin Feng said that he learned it from the doctor in his hometown. Anyway, the old doctor has passed away, so it's okay to make an excuse on him. Dai Kong simply wanted to get to know Lin Feng. The world is full of talented people, and he has experienced it. He only hopes to learn a thing or two about medical skills from Lin Feng in the future. Another friend of Qin's father, Goi, is the owner of a pharmaceutical company. He came to discuss cooperation with Lin Feng. He has set his sights on Lin Feng's hemostatic drugs, or more. A quarter of the drugs on the market are produced by their factory. In addition, the company allocates billions of funds to the research institute every year. It also has its own flagship product, an allergic skin drug. It is difficult for Lin Feng not to know the name of their company. With his current financial strength, it is more than enough to open his own pharmaceutical factory, but he does not have a series of procedures and connections. Gui was full of sincerity, and Lin Feng did not agree at the first time, saying that he would consider it. But he thought of someone, Erbao. Erbao will be the daughter-in-law of the Qin family in the future, and it is more appropriate to hand this matter over to her. Lin Feng was able to become the richest man with the help of the system, and Erbao is still talented and experienced in doing business. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 715. Dabao seems to have a girlfriend. Sitting in the tea house, watching the opera while eating. Don't mention it. Although Lin Feng doesn't understand the opera, it doesn't prevent him from listening to it. He sings melodiously. Drinking tea, the taste comes out all at once. Most of the people who come here are old people, and there are only a few young people. The men are comfortable here, and the women are shopping there. Some say they want to have afternoon tea, some say they want to go shopping for new products, and some say they want to go for beauty treatments. Qin's mother naturally wants to see her in-laws. Let's ask Sister Lin what she likes to do. Usually, what do you do in the afternoon? Zhang Yuxi said frankly, I'm busy with some work of the Education Bureau, such as inspecting schools and visiting the countryside. The education in some remote suburbs of Guangzhou is not in place. Their main work in recent years is to visit the countryside and do a good job in education. Since becoming a teacher for more than 20 years, let alone having afternoon tea, shopping is only a stroll during festivals. Most of the clothes on my body are taken from Erbao, as long as they are not fancy. Oh, that's hard work. It's not easy to be an educator. Yes, I'm tired of reading the news. Jin Shu is Daquan's wife. She was born in a scholarly family and has a natural filter for Zhang Yuxi. Then let's go sit down and drink tea. I have good tea and some good books. Jin Shu doesn't talk much in the circle, but she has a high status and is a real daughter of Beijing. Both her husband's family and her mother's family are well known and powerful, so she still has the right to speak. Everyone didn't refuse her face, so they just went to her house for a walk. Jin Shu's house is also a courtyard house, which is more elegant than Qin's mother's house. The couplets and inscriptions are all written by Jin Shu herself. Her study occupies half of the area of the house and has a collection of many authentic works. I'll make tea for you. Jin Shu and Qin's mother are both gentle people, speaking softly and doing things slowly. Her movements of making tea are smooth and beautiful. Zhang Yuxi doesn't understand these, but just thinks that this person has a good temperament. Drinking tea, chatting, reading books, the sun shines, and the years are peaceful. Although these ladies like to put on makeup on weekdays, they are still cultured and can talk about literature. As they chatted, they couldn't avoid their children. Thinking back to asking Zhang Yuxi just now, she really didn't know anything about her own children, so several people didn't ask any more. Are your two sons in love? Zhang Yuxi said she didn't know and smiled faintly. I'll tell you if they are in love. No matter what the conditions of the object are, it doesn't matter as long as you like it. One of the ladies hesitated for a moment and said, Sister Zhang, you should just listen to some words and don't take them to heart. I heard that the daughter of the K family and your eldest son are in love. Zhang Yuxi was puzzled. K family? Which K family? The lady said, it's the K family that was born in a diplomatic family. Qin's mother, Jin Shu and others understood. Zhang Yuxi is not from Beijing, so she doesn't know about the K family, but she knows about the diplomats with the surname K. Suddenly, she had a flash of inspiration and thought of something to ask. Is it K Xia? Qin's mother smiled slightly. It's her. Why did Zhang Yuxi know this? It was because K Xia was very popular on the internet. She was not only a diplomat, but also a translator. No matter where she went, she would wear delicate makeup and a decent suit. Even her stunning face could not stop her from killing everyone. Someone had written a story about her growth. She was a top student. She was simply a cheat all the way. In this circle in Beijing, she was also one of the focus of everyone's discussion. Qin's mother asked, where did you hear this news? The person said, my daughter told me. You know she likes gossip in the circle, but who knows whether it is true or not. Someone else said, it's a good thing for them to be together. These two children are so outstanding. They sat for almost 2 hours and left after leaving each other's contact information. When there was no one around, Kim's mother talked about Keisha. What was said on the internet was all official information that could be found. What she said was little known. I have seen Keisha, she is a very good child. We have also played with her mother, and both of them have good personalities and tempers. Keisha is the only daughter in their family. Her mother had heavy bleeding during childbirth and had her diapers removed. Mother Kin praised the K family highly and even fantasized about whether she could propose marriage to the K family. Although the K family is just a diplomatic family, there are some things in it that everyone knows. If nothing unexpected happens, Keisha will follow her father's old path, or go further. While listening, Zhang Yuxi was thinking about going back to ask Dabao about the situation. Go to Linji in the evening, have dinner with Wen Xiao's parents, and go back the next day. Mother Qin held Zhang Yuxi's hand and was reluctant to leave. Come and play later, or I will visit you when I am free. Zhang Yuxi smiled. Okay, we will come after the Chinese New Year. Mother Qin quickly said, this is what you said, you must come over to have fun during the Chinese New Year. The children didn't know where to play. Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi went back to the hotel to rest, take a shower and change clothes. Honey, I'll tell you something when we get back. Seeing his wife being so mysterious, Lin Feng smiled. What is it? Zhang Yuxi pursed her lips. Let's talk about it when we get back. After getting off the car, Zhang Yuxi couldn't wait to tell her husband about her son's gossip. I learned from a lady today. Dabao seems to have a girlfriend. Lin Feng thought the word seems was a little clever. He asked, does he have a girlfriend, or doesn't he? Zhang Yuxi glared. You ask me, who should I ask? I just heard about it, they can't be sure either. Lin Feng said, whose girl? Zhang Yuxi's eyebrows curved, and she smiled even more happily. Keisha. Lin Feng thought about the name and felt a little familiar. I've heard of this name. Is she an actor? Zhang Yuxi took out her mobile phone and showed Lin Feng Baidu Encyclopedia. That's her. Lin Feng was not surprised at first glance. After all, in his eyes, his children were all the best. As long as they like, it's not surprising to marry a princess or a prince. Moreover, with the example of Xiaoyong and Qin Zhang, it is not surprising that Dabao likes Keisha. Mother Qin praised the K family and Keisha highly, so I think her character is not wrong. Lin Feng hummed, my son's vision is definitely not wrong. No matter who he likes, as long as he likes, I will support him. Seeing his wife so happy, Lin Feng laughed. You look so happy, but this has not happened yet. Zhang Yuxi was in a good mood. What if it is true? Rounding it off, they are husband and wife. Lin Feng shook his head. Sometimes women's ideas are really crazy. Chapter 716 It's not surprising to have a child. Zhang Yuxi took a shower, changed into a new dress, and asked while blowing her hair. Honey, call and ask the kids where they are. Lin Feng replied, I've already asked, we'll get together at Xiao's parents' house later. In the evening, when the couple arrived, they could hear the children's noisy fighting from a distance. The loudest voice was Xiaobao, who was chirping and could be heard from a long distance away. You could also smell the delicious barbecue and smoke in the yard. As soon as Lin Feng entered the yard, he said to Xiaobao, I heard your voice from a long distance away. Why is your voice so loud? Xiaobao ran over and hugged his father. Dad, why did you come back so late? Lin Feng poked her forehead. What's wrong? Are you hungry or did you miss me? Xiaobao giggled. Both. Zhang Yuxi on the side asked unhappily, why don't you ask me? Am I invisible? Xiaobao went to hug her mother again. Mom, come quickly. The watermelon that Grandpa Wen bought is so sweet. I left 2 pieces for you and Dad. Zhang Yuxi smiled with satisfaction. You still have some conscience. A large group of people were busy in the villa yard, setting up a barbecue grill, and several people were busy. Father Wen called. We said we were going out to eat, and the children saw the barbecue grill and said they would just have barbecue tonight. Lin Feng smiled. That's good. Grill it yourself and eat it yourself. 1 barbecue grill was not enough, so Father Wen took the neighbor's barbecue grill to grill. It wasn't long after grilling, and the table was full of ingredients waiting to be grilled. Dad, we want to eat what you grill. That's right, Dad, we haven't eaten your barbecue for a long time. Thank you for your hard work today. Those who never feel sorry for their own fathers and like to fan the flames. Apart from Erbao and Sibao, who else is so heartless? Lin Feng yelled at them, grill your own food. Zhang Yuxi glared at them, you want to tire your dad to death? You are so mean. Xiaobao, the little tail, also shouted, I want to eat what dad grills. I want to eat what dad grills. The four treasures shouted in tacit understanding at this moment. We want to eat what dad grills. We want to eat what dad grills. Lin Feng didn't know whether to laugh or cry. If you don't help, there will be nothing to eat. Erbao said that he had a representative to send, and pushed Qin Zhang, go and help. Xiao Yuan on the side hurriedly said, let's go together. Then he smiled at Sanbao attentively, you eat the fruit first, and I'll bring it to you when it's grilled. Sanbao was not as lazy as Erbao, let's go together. Erbao ate melon seeds, watched KK play games, and said perfunctorily, thank you for your hard work. Not sincere at all. Lin Feng was preparing to grill. Sanbao went over to take off his watch. Lin Feng smiled, if it breaks, each of you four can collect 10 million to buy me another one. Sibao heard it and hurriedly shouted, third sister, pick it up quickly, don't break it, I don't have money. This made the others laugh. The essence of barbecue is the seasoning. Lin Feng is responsible for mixing the grilling seasoning, and the others are responsible for grilling. Those who have husbands or boyfriends basically have nothing to do, just pick up the ready-made ones. In the past, when I was a child, I hated being asked about my grades the most. Now, Zhang Yuxi has become the kind of person I hated when I was a child. KK, how are your grades? How many points did you get in the exam? KK. I feel that this game is neither playing nor not playing. When Xiaohua is cutting fruit on the side, it's okay. Fanfan hasn't even entered the first grade yet, and he is playing fearlessly on the side. It's hot to grill outdoors in summer, and waves of hot air hit my face. Lin Feng didn't feel it, the children were hot and fuming, and there were one or two who wouldn't make trouble. Lin Feng glanced at Sibao, you go play. Sibao exclaimed, how can that be? What should I eat later? Lin Feng pursed his lips, and said helplessly, you will have food later. Sibao showed a liberated smile and explained to the people around him, well, it's not that I don't want to bake, it's that Dad thinks I'm a nuisance and kicked me out. I don't know what he is proud of. Baking and eating at the same time. Eating and baking at the same time. The villa yard was full of laughter and joy. Father Wen felt that he hadn't been so lively for a long time. Sibao has always been responsible for the atmosphere. Come on, let's drink a little wine. Today, my second brother-in-law is the protagonist, you have to show some respect. Oh, and my second sister, you finally got rid of being a single dog. Now that you have a boyfriend, you have to show some respect. Xiaobao smiled, yes, show some respect. Zhang Yuxi patted her, stop making trouble, eat yours. Xiaobao pouted and looked at the excitement on the table with a smile. Qin Zhang stood up and picked up the wine glass, come on, today is a happy day, drink as much as you want, you are free to do whatever you want, I don't care. Sibao's eyes widened, oh, you are so arrogant, we can't even drink one? What a joke. Erbao laughed, how many of you? Who do you count on? Sibao looked around. Good guy, there's not a single one who can fight. Dabao and Sanbao can barely drink, Xiao Yuan is okay, and he has practiced his drinking capacity. Not admitting defeat, Sibao waved his hand. What do you care about us? Anyway, I will accompany you to the end today. Don't laugh, you will be indispensable in a while. Erbao snorted coldly, who is afraid of who? Qin Zhang said, well, I will drink for her. Sibao agreed, no, although you are together, you have to drink together. Erbao saw that Sibao was so arrogant, and he couldn't indulge him. You don't need to drink for me, I will drink it myself. Qin Zhang didn't let her touch the wine at the banquet today, saying that he was afraid that she would get drunk and make trouble. Erbao thought that she might really make a scene, so she just thought about it and let it go. Qin Zhang glanced at Erbao and whispered something in Sibao's ear. Just now she was clamoring for the two of them to drink together, but now she changed her mind. Okay, you take over Erji's wine. Erbao disagreed, but she was more curious about what Qin Zhang said that made Sibao change his mind. Qin Zhang leaned close to her ear and whispered, I told her that we are going to have a baby, maybe you are already pregnant. Erbao stared at Qin Zhang with wide eyes, and then began to tickle him. Is she shameless? Doesn't she have any face? Qin Zhang didn't feel any pain, and coaxed her, Be good, what if you were really pregnant? After all, they were having fun and didn't worry about anything, so it wouldn't be surprising to have a child. Erbao snorted coldly, but didn't say anything else. Qin Zhang raised his glass. Come on, continue. Xiao Yang came over and whispered in Sanbao's ear, don't drink any more, last time we. Sanbao looked at him, but Xiao Yang still said, drink less. Why did he feel that Sanbao's look just now was somewhat humiliating to him? Maybe, just in case, it will happen this time? Who can say for sure? Chapter 717 Like Ultraman. Finally, Sanbao glared at Xiao Yang and gave him the wine glass. Last time, it was really an accident. If you want to blame someone, blame him for being too good. Xiao Yang said with a smile, I'll take Sanbao's wine. Ah. Doesn't that mean he has lost a team member? No, that's not the problem. In addition to Sibao with wide eyes, Dabao and Sanbao all looked over. Sanbao was under pressure, and his little face turned red in an instant. I'm going to the toilet. The others who were watching the fun suddenly understood something. Zhang Yuxi. She grabbed Lin Feng's hand. Husband. Lin Feng comforted her. It's okay, we are all adults, and they are in a relationship, it's normal. Yes, it's normal, isn't it? Zhang Yuxi said dryly. I just feel that Sanbao is such a well-behaved and sensible child. Lin Feng hugged her. We are boyfriend and girlfriend. We were also. Zhang Yuxi heard it and twisted him with her backhand, saying coquettishly, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? How dare you say that? It was all your fault. Lin Feng had a playful smile on his face and begged for mercy. Yes, it's all my fault. You are not wrong. I am the one who is wrong. Then he whispered, I don't know who is lying. Ouch. Zhang Yuxi's hand was even heavier. You keep talking, keep talking, keep talking. Lin Feng quickly stopped and said that he really didn't want to talk anymore. To outsiders, the couple's little actions were a show of affection. Wen's mother sighed. After so many years, the relationship between your brother and sister-in-law is still so good. Wen Zia envied, yes, I have never seen them blush. It goes without saying that Qin Jiang's drinking habits and alcohol tolerance are not his opponents, let alone Xiao Yang. Sibao was already drunk, and he didn't know what he was talking about. He got angry when he was told to stop drinking. I can drink, but I'm not drunk. I'm the boss, I must make him drunk. Sibao burped, poured the wine with shaking hands, and threatened the Qin general. She smiled, okay, let's go back to the room and rest for a while. Sibao pointed at her and said to Qin Zhang, my second sister is outstanding in terms of appearance, figure and ability. There are so many people chasing after her. It doesn't matter if you are missing. Good men are lining up waiting for her. Lin Feng winked at Dabao and asked him to help her go back. Sibao turned around and shouted at Xiao Yang, you too, don't think you are so great just because you are the heir to some top luxury brand. Besides you, the son of an oil tycoon, the son of a shipping tycoon, and the CEO of an internet company also like her. Third sister, if he doesn't treat you well, just let him go. There are so many men in the world, just find another one. Don't take yourself too seriously. Sanbao smiled gently, okay, I'll listen to you. Dabao supported him, come on, go back to the room and lie down. Sibao giggled like a fool, brother, I forgot to mention you. When are you going to find us a sister-in-law? Dabao smiled faintly, don't talk about me, what about you? Sibao talked nonsense seriously, I'm the fourth child and you are the eldest child. You have to come first. I'm not in a hurry. I think it must be because you are too boring, so no girl likes you. Dabao said, yes, you make sense. Sibao was anxious, that won't do. You have to be interesting. People should learn to be humorous. Don't always think about work. It's not your wife. Dabao nodded, okay, I'll listen to you. I'll learn to be more humorous later. Sibao found his mother following him, Mom, do you know any girls? I want to go on a blind date. I want a sweet love. Zhang Yuxi, look for one yourself. Can't you find one? No, with his own conditions, how could no girl like him? Sibao burped, none of them are my type. Zhang Yuxi asked, what type do you like? Sibao laughed, Ultraman. Zhang Yuxi's face turned black. Dabao laughed. After settling Sibao to lie down, Zhang Yuxi waved to Dabao to come over, she had something to say. Mom, what's the matter? Zhang Yuxi cleared her throat, Did you forget what you said last time? You said you would bring a girlfriend back for mom during the Chinese New Year. Dabao hummed, it's still a long way to the Chinese New Year. Zhang Yuxi smiled, I know, I just want to ask if there's anything going on now. Now that the two daughters' marriages are settled, it's their turn. Dabao thought to himself and just said, Mom, we can't rush into emotional matters. We are still young. We have to let nature take its course. Don't worry about it. Seeing this, Zhang Yuxi had to speak frankly. Today, Mom heard something about you from those ladies. Dabao was very interested. What's the matter? Seeing Dabao's expression, she should have guessed something, and now Zhang Yuxi felt more confident. They said that you are in love with a girl named Keisha, is that true? And the girl also admitted that you are her boyfriend. Dabao laughed, did they really say that? The two words gossip were written on Zhang Yuxi's face, is it true? Tell me the truth. Dabao nodded, we are dating, and the relationship was confirmed last month. If nothing goes wrong, I can bring her back to you for the new year this year. Zhang Yuxi smiled immediately, I heard from the ladies that the girl has a good family background and character. I have also seen her on the news. Mom is very satisfied with her. Dabao laughed, Mom, you haven't seen the real her, how do you know that you are satisfied? Zhang Yuxi looked honored, the fact that she likes you shows that she has good vision. The fact that you can like her must mean that the girl is good. Since ancient times, the issue of the relationship between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law cannot be avoided. Mom promises you that after you really get married, I will never interfere in anything. Mom is a sensible person. It's the girl you will spend your whole life with, not me. Zhang Yuxi said she was done, hoping that Dabao would have no worries and work hard to grasp his own happiness. Dabao smiled, I know, Mom. Zhang Yuxi sighed earnestly, I used to think that with our family in your own conditions, it should be easy to find a partner. After you started working, Mom realized that it was Mom's narrow-mindedness. Dabao was puzzled and just listened to her mother's explanation. With your job, it's good enough to find a girl who doesn't dislike you. Mom, I don't ask for anything else, really. Dabao. Zhang Yuxi was afraid that Dabao only cared about work in his heart and eyes, so he asked him to learn more about how to make his girlfriend happy. Dabao had a headache listening to it, Mom, I will do as you said, care about her more, and coax her more, and don't just focus on work. Zhang Yuxi was relieved, that's good, I'll wait for your good news during the Chinese New Year this year. As soon as she went out, Zhang Yuxi immediately told Lin Feng the good news. Lin Feng was naturally happy for his son. But being happy is one thing, and success depends on the future, so he didn't have high expectations like his wife. Alice, now it's Sibao's marriage, I'm worried. Why worry? This kind of thing is not worth worrying about. Haha, do you know what Sibao said to me just now? What? She imitated Sibao's voice, and Lin Feng laughed when he heard it. The child is drunk. I like Ultraman, it's so funny. Chapter 718 Lin's Pharmaceutical Factory. The next day. Those who went back to Yangchang went back to Yangchang, and those who went back to Beijing went back to Beijing. Looking at Sibao, a single dog, Zhang Yuxi told them earnestly to work hard and try to find a girlfriend as soon as possible. Sibao assured confidently, Mom, it's not easy to find a girlfriend. Your son's charm is so charming. Zhang Yuxi glanced at him, Sibao, take care of yourself. Mom is just talking. I understand that love is about fate. So I'm not in a hurry. Your health is what I'm most worried about. Sibao came over, Mom, you always make me feel inconsistent now. Zhang Yuxi was too lazy to answer him. Do you think everyone is as heartless as you? After the summer vacation, I started to get busy with school. Lin Feng was in charge of the prescription, and Bao was busy with other things, so he often went back and forth between the two places. From September to the end of October, the matter finally came to an end. Bao now has a pharmaceutical company with the identity of Qin family's future daughter-in-law. The relationships and connections here are all from the Qin family. It seems unreasonable for Bao not to marry Qin Zhang. In November, a pharmaceutical factory named Lin's was officially established. The first spray powder and ointment of Lin's hemostatic were put into production. At the end of December, they were sold in all major pharmacies. In January, it was included in the list of hospitals. During this period, Bao was busy running around, and in order to promote it vigorously, she did a lot of homework online. This is not a 3-no drug, the effect is immediate, and the price is affordable. With strength and publicity, it is a drug prescribed by doctors in major hospitals, so it is inevitable that it will be popular. Lin's hemostatic medicine is really good. I recommend it to everyone. It's better than some white products, and it's cheaper and more affordable. Last time I went to the hospital, the doctor took out the powder of this medicine and poured it for me, and asked me to pay. That's all. This medicine has become a must-have medicine for me at home. Traveling, everyone go for it. Am I the only one who pays attention to Lin's? Is it a cell-phone brand? This reply was flipped by Herbeo. This baby guessed it right, it's a cell-phone brand. We will launch more medicines in the future, and the efficacy is absolutely amazing. Herbeo sent a message to his old father. My dear and great father, if you have any other recipes, just use them. Lin Feng, my dear daughter, don't worry, your old father will do his best. Ever since Zhang Yuxi knew that Kei Xiao was Dabeo's girlfriend, she would watch her videos when she had nothing to do, and would also pay attention to the news about her husband. Look, how can people call someone wife and husband nowadays? Zhang Yuxi pointed at the barrage of the video with jealousy. The comments are all calling Kei Xiao wife. Raymond Lam laughed. Why are you so angry about this? These people are just calling her husband, but they are not really their wives. Didn't you call someone your husband before? You change someone after a while, you are quite fickle. Now that her husband is gone, she is full of sons and daughters. She is also quite a fan of celebrities. When Raymond Lam was acting with Zaya Abeo, he often found opportunities to ask her for autographs. Zhang Yuxi muttered softly, that was many years ago. Raymond Lam raised his eyebrows. Things that happened many years ago are not considered a big deal. Zhang Yuxi pursed her lips and said nothing more. She changed the topic and asked Raymond Lam about something else. Husband, when will Dabeo's project be completed? He hasn't had a rest for many years for this project. Raymond Lam was also worried. He told me last time that it would be around this time, but I don't know the details. Zhang Yuxi was upset. Forget it, it will be completed someday. As a parent, who doesn't want their children to become pillars of the country? Although Dabeo's work is hard, they are very proud that he can contribute to the country. In a blink of an eye, the final exam is coming. Zaya Abeo has learned the Chinese, math and English courses quite evenly, and there is not much difference. In the second semester of the third grade, Zaya Abeo's academic performance and attitude have obviously improved a lot, which is the key point. In the past, Herbeo, Sanbeo and Zhang Yuxi helped with homework at home. Later, there were only Herbeo and Sanbeo. Nowadays, Herbeo is busier than before, and Sanbeo is not much better. Lin Feng naturally helped with homework. He is a patient person, never angry or yelling. Occasionally, Zhang Yuxi went to tutor on a whim, but was still disliked by her daughter. Aren't you going to tutor homework? Haha, your baby daughter asked you to go, saying that she only wanted daddy to tutor. You really can't tutor, you will be angry later, and I will be distressed again. Hate it, I'm angry. On the day of the exam, the couple accompanied their daughter to school. Zhang Yuxi told Zaya Abeo, how many points you get in the exam is secondary. The main thing is to take the exam seriously and not be careless. Lin Feng smiled slightly. Go ahead, after the exam, mom and dad will take you to eat delicious food. Zaya Abeo waved and smiled and ran into the school. This elementary school is not the best in the city, but it is the most famous. Because the four treasures went to elementary school here, and now the youngest daughter of the richest man also goes to school here. As a result, many parents come here because of its reputation. The school also recruited better teachers. The chain reaction is, this school has now become the elementary school with the best teaching staff and the best teaching quality in the city. Outside the school gate, the parents of Zaya Abeo's class came to say hello. Zaya Abeo's parents are here. Hi, you are here? I didn't see you just now. The exam will take a few hours. Why don't we go to a nearby tea house and sit down? Zhang Yuxi couldn't handle this, so she made an excuse to leave and notify Zaya Abeo after the exam. Lin Feng was left alone to face this group of parents. The exam ended at 12 o'clock and the test papers were distributed in the afternoon. How did you do on the test this time? Not bad, I know all the questions. What do you want to eat? A big meal. Zaya Abeo held his father's hand with one hand and his mother's hand with the other, and suddenly sighed in disappointment. It would be great if my brothers and sisters were here. Lin Feng smiled lovingly. They will be back during the Chinese New Year. Zaya Abeo reluctantly said, Okay. Dot. Chapter 719, Female Number 2 Chats. Afternoon. Zhang Yuxi's test results came out, and it was Lin Feng who attended the parents' meeting. He scored 99 points in Chinese, 97 points in math, and full marks in foreign language. The handwriting on the test paper was quite good, a big improvement from last semester, and Lin Feng was very satisfied. Dad Lin, let me ask, does your child enroll in a crammed school during the winter vacation? In response to the inquiry of the parents of his deskmate, Lin Feng shook his head. Our children don't enroll in crammed schools, do you? The children of his deskmate also did quite well in the exam, all above 95 points, and their handwriting was also beautiful, which should have been practiced. Well, you have to go to tutoring classes for Olympiad mathematics, foreign languages, and Chinese homework. Your children don't go, so have you enrolled in interest classes? Lin Feng said frankly, our children took on a drama during the winter vacation, so they don't have time to go to cram schools, and I don't plan to enroll. As for interest classes, there is only one taekwondo test. The parents of his deskmate seemed to have just remembered that he was the richest man, and it didn't matter whether he went to cram schools or not. What about future life planning? He just won without any effort. After the parents' meeting, the winter vacation officially began. Zhang Yuxi has taken on a drama about an urban family. The production team is reliable and the script is attractive. They will leave tomorrow. In the evening, Raymond Lam started to pack the luggage for the father and daughter. Anyway, Raymond Lam has space, and 2 suitcases, one large and one small, are just right for the trip. After finishing the packing, Raymond Lam started to pack the luggage for his wife. She will be on a business trip for half a month. When she was a principal, she only went on a business trip once every 1 or 2 months. Now that he has been promoted, he goes on a business trip whenever he has something to do. The shortest time is 2 or 3 days, and the longest time is 3 months. He feels sorry for his wife and is helpless. Wife, I'll bring you 2 down jackets, one black and one blue. Do you think they're enough? Husband, you can arrange it. I've also brought you 2 pairs of thickened fleece pants and 3 base shirts. Do you think they were enough? Do you want to bring more? Husband, just take what you think you can. I'll buy more later if I don't have enough. Okay, I'll put all the skincare products and cosmetics in the suitcase directly. Husband, can you help me see if I've brought the anti-allergic breast milk? I'm afraid I'll have skin allergies there. After half an hour of busy work, Zhang Yuxi came out of the shower and saw her husband had packed the luggage properly. Wife, do you want to change your backpack? This one is a bit dirty. Okay, change to the one with a large capacity that can hold a notebook. At night, Zhang Yuxi drew circles on Lin Feng's chest. Husband. After more than 20 years of marriage, they understand each other. Every time Zhang Yuxi goes on a business trip, she will take care of her husband meticulously. According to her, one is to reward her husband for his hard work. Second, if you are full, you won't worry about anything else. Lin Feng held her hand and smiled at her. Wait for me a moment. Zhang Yuxi knew that her husband had contributed too much to the family, and as a wife, she had not helped at all. So, all that was left was to be considerate and obedient. No matter how her husband wanted to play, Zhang Yuxi would accompany him to the end, regardless of being embarrassed. I don't know what my husband will get this time. Covering her face, Zhang Yuxi felt that she had become bad. Humph, it's all my husband's fault. The next day, the family of 3 left at the same airport on different flights. Lin Feng reminded Sanbao, take care of yourself when you are alone at home. If you don't want to cook, order takeout or go out to eat. When you go out, turn off the water, electricity, and gas, and check the doors and windows. Call us if you have anything. Zhang Yuxi stood aside and tidied her daughter's hair. Lin Feng said everything he should say. Sanbao didn't know whether to laugh or cry. I'm not a child, I know all this. Zhang Yuxi has grown to Sanbao's waist. Looking up, does the 3rd sister know that she misses me? Sanbao tapped her nose. Of course I know, you miss me too. Zhang Yuxi is already a tall girl in the 3rd grade, but she still likes to act like a spoiled child to her sister and brother. I'll bring you local specialties when I come back, okay? Sanbao smiled. Okay, it's okay if I'm busy and don't bring them. The 2 sisters were reluctant to part for a while, then waved goodbye. After arriving, the crew had been waiting for a long time and took them to the hotel. Xia Abeo is already a half-grown girl. The crew booked 2 rooms, and Lin Feng lived next door. The hotel is not bad, clean and hygienic. Lin Feng put down his luggage. Is this too much trouble? I'm an accompanying staff, I can pay for the accommodation myself. The staff was a little flattered. She didn't expect the richest man to be so approachable. At first, she was worried that the hotel was too simple and would cause dissatisfaction, but she didn't expect him to be so easy to talk to. Handsome, rich, and good-tempered. The staff member's face turned red, and he waved his hands and explained in a panic, No, the director said the accommodation is simple, as long as Mr. Lin doesn't mind. Well, you guys clean up first, I'll wait for you at the front desk. After saying that, he left in a hurry, leaving the father and daughter confused. Dad, she's weird. Come on, clean up first. Lin Feng knew why the little girl was blushing, and took a look at himself in the mirror. System, you are really awesome. She is already over 50 years old, but she looks like she is in her early 30s, and she is more handsome and manly. T-City is colder than Micheng, and it is snowing outside. Xia Abeo, as if she has never seen the world, spread her hands to catch the snowflakes, shouting, Dad, look, it's snowing. When she arrived at the crew, the makeup artist and costume designer surrounded Xia Abeo. Lin Feng took out Xia Abeo's children's cosmetics, and the makeup artist was also worldly. At a glance, wow, they are all custom-made. She is worthy of being the daughter of the richest man. Lin Feng's backpack not only contained a cosmetic bag, but also a water cup, a down jacket, a hand warmer, a small hot air blower, etc. Of course, it also included homework. The director and Lin Feng were acquaintances and had worked together once before. At that time, Lin Feng was not yet the richest man. Dad Lin, the hotel is a bit shabby this time, don't be disgusted. The hotel is quite good, it is clean and hygienic. It's just that I will pay for my room myself, so you don't have to pay. Oh, this. Okay, we are all acquaintances, so I won't be polite to you. When the filming officially started, Lin Feng sat aside and played with his mobile phone, occasionally glancing at the scene. Urban family dramas are mostly shot in the studio built by the crew, which is quite warm. Hello, Mr. Lin. The second female lead of the crew came. She was sweet and beautiful, and looked very polite. Lin Feng nodded politely, hello. The second female lead pointed to the stool next to her and asked, Can I sit here? Lin Feng glanced and saw that the stool next to him was the only one left. Please sit down. Thank you. You're welcome. Lin Feng continued to look down at the news, and there was no doubt that he saw Keixia's news again. Wherever Keixia is, there will be topics. I didn't disturb you, did I? No, you sit down. Lin Feng is a man, and he can clearly feel some things, just like now. But the information given by the second female lead is not like that, and it is a bit of playing hard to get. The second female lead was sitting aside reading the script, and glanced at Lin Feng, Mr. Lin, do you know how to read this foreign language? Lin Feng glanced, let me see. Chapter 720, I touched the wrong person. It's your turn, Xiaolu. The director's voice interrupted Lin Feng's thoughts, and he looked at Xiaolu calmly. Xiaolu stood up, smiled slightly, and looked at the graceful girl. Okay, I'll go now. The director sat in Xiaolu's seat. What did you talk about just now? Lin Feng replied, there was a foreign word I didn't know, so I asked me. The director smiled, and in the following conversation, he revealed a lot of information about Xiaolu. Xiaolu debuted in an online drama, and became a big hit in the first film. Because of her sweet appearance and good acting skills, she gained a lot of fans. Later, she took on dramas of the same type, but she didn't achieve the same success as before. But it still didn't prevent her from being very successful in the entertainment industry. Because there are big guys behind her, there are several big productions waiting for her in the next year. This drama was the one that the investors let her into. This kind of thing is very common in the entertainment industry. Lin Feng listened and suddenly spoke. You're not going to ask me to invest again, are you? The director was stunned and couldn't help laughing. You can invest if you want. I still remember the last time they worked together, because the investor suddenly withdrew the investment. What should we do with the play halfway through filming? I persuaded Raymond Lam to invest, and finally made a lot of money. In the following filming, no matter where Raymond Lam is on the scene, he can run into Xiaolu. Don't be too obvious. You said you are not married, have no children, and are single. Who doesn't like such a blessing? But Raymond Lamb has a family to support, and his children are the same age as others. How can he do such a thing? Honey, are you busy? No, what's wrong? Nothing, I just finished my work here and thought about coming to see you. In the years that Xia Abeo has been acting, Zhang Yuxi has only been to the crew a few times, mainly because she has no time to leave. It happened that I had time today and was on the way, so I thought about visiting the crew. I heard that it was snowing there, so I also took the opportunity to see the snow scenery. Lin Feng couldn't wait. Wife, please come over soon, I miss you so much. Zhang Yuxi. Lin Feng, when are you leaving? Can you leave as soon as possible? Zhang Yuxi. I'll check the earliest flight and try to get there early. Lin Feng hummed twice. Okay, I'll tell you, it's snowing here, and we can make snowmen and have snowball fights later. Zhang Yuxi smiled. Okay. That night, a post became a hot search. The content of the post was intimate photos of Lin Feng and Xia Lu, in which the two of them were talking and laughing. It is said that the content is all made up after a picture. The poster claimed that Lin Feng was a fan of Xia Lu and wanted to ask her for an autograph, and also said that he would treat her to dinner another day. She was there, saw it with her own eyes, and heard it with her own ears. Lin Feng is a fan of Xia Lu. Lin Feng is interested in Xia Lu, and he hopes that the two of them can get to know each other. Lin Feng, who has many titles such as National Father-in-Law, National Father-in-Law, National Husband, and Richest Dad, won the title of Xia Lu fan that night. It became the #1 hot search. When Erbeo called to ask, he was tutoring Xia Abeo with his homework. Let me see. Lin Feng frowned and was extremely speechless after reading it. What the hell is this? Dad, are you really a fan of Xia Lu? I only knew who she is and who are her fans after I joined the crew. Is she deliberately hyping it up? She herself. Yep. I just checked it out. What Xia Lu likes most in the entertainment industry is to take advantage of the popularity. She will take advantage of whoever is popular. Then I want to clarify that I am not her fan. No, leave this matter to me. This person must be taught a lesson. Okay. After hanging up the phone, Lin Feng touched Xia Abeo's head lovingly. Xia Abeo. Xia Abeo, what's wrong, Dad? Lin Feng smiled and shook his head. It's okay, hurry up and do your homework. Xia Abeo said and bit the pen to think about the formula. Erbeo acted decisively and vigorously. The post was on the hot search for less than 10 minutes, and the person who posted the post was exposed to have many small accounts. All of the small accounts are related to Xia Lu. After a deeper look, it was found that these small accounts are all related to Xia Lu Studio. Finally, it was determined to be Wang from Xia Lu Studio. It goes without saying that this is a means for Xia Lu Studio to take advantage of the popularity and hype marketing. The incident happened too suddenly. From the exposure of the account to the confirmation of Wang's identity, it took less than 10 minutes before and after the hot search. It caught everyone off guard, and Xia Lu's studio was caught off guard. A little brain power will tell that this is inseparable from Lin Feng. It's so funny, you took advantage of the wrong person, and now you're getting retribution. 23,333. Haha, when you saw my brother was popular, you immediately took advantage of my brother's popularity. Don't even look at your own weight. I've disliked her for a long time. She has no works and she's on the trending searches every now and then. Can you please have some shame? Finally someone stepped up to deal with her. I'd like to thank you on behalf of my Gigi. I can't help but accept this speed. Let's see if she dares to take advantage of my future father-in-law's popularity in the future. You've hit a wall now, right? Or are you a fan? Compared to other people's daughters, she has no acting skills and isn't as pretty as my daughter. How dare you say that? Next, the other studio issued a statement. Wang had resigned from the studio a year ago. So everything that happened was his personal behavior, and had nothing to do with the studio or Xia Lu. Then, Wang stood up and claimed he had left the studio a long time ago, and the reason why he posted some posts about Xia Lu was because he knew a lot of inside information because of his profession. Moreover, Xia Lu was very good, and all this was worth it for him. Finally, he said that he might have heard it wrong during the conversation between the two, and mistakenly thought that Lin Feng was a fan of Xia Lu, and hoped that Lin Feng would not blame him. He also said that a good actor and a good girl like Xia Lu was worthy of Lin Feng's fans. Wang's last sentence was a bit yin and yang. In less than 3 minutes, Wang and the studio were slapped in the face. In a photo of the studio's annual meeting, the person who won the outstanding employee was censored and marked with Wang. The other party also deliberately added Wang's small account, Xiaolu herself and her studio. The studio had no choice but to reply shamelessly. The general idea was, I was not there when I won the outstanding employee a year ago, and I will make up for it this year. Xiaolu found Lin Feng and apologized sincerely. I'm sorry, Mr. Lin, I didn't expect things to turn out like this. It's all a misunderstanding. I'm really sorry, Mr. Lin, I'm really sorry for causing you trouble. The director came over to act as a peacemaker. He smiled and said, Mr. Lin, the little girl is ignorant, just forgive her this time. I'll treat you to a meal later and talk about investment. Lin Feng. After Xiaolu covered her face and left, the director smiled and said, a certain investor withdrew the investment, and Xiaolu is leaving with him. It was really a cause for celebration. He was so happy that he almost set off firecrackers to celebrate. So regarding the funding, please, Mr. Lin, have mercy on an old man like me, okay? Don't worry, this drama will definitely not lose money, it will definitely make money, believe me. Lin Feng. Director, come on, I'll take you to eat barbecue and drink, and I'll arrange some personal tutoring for Xiaobao. Lin Feng, my wife will be here soon, let's do it another day. The director rubbed his hands. What do you think about the investment? Lin Feng held his forehead with his hand. Vote, vote, vote. The director grinned. I'll bring the contract over for you to see later. After saying that, he ran away. Chapter 721 Zhang Yuxi is here. After getting off the plane, Zhang Yuxi went straight to the location address sent by Raymond Lam. A woman in her 50s is elegant and capable, with a mature charm that a girl doesn't have, and her gestures are naturally decent. At her age, no matter how well she takes care of herself, she can't look like she's only in her early 30s. Not only does Zhang Yuxi look only about 30 years old, but even her spirit and energy don't look like someone in her 50s. Her long hair is naturally slightly curly, and she wears a camel-colored long cashmere coat, a sweater inside, and wide-leg pants. The brooch serves as a perfect embellishment, and she only wears a woman's watch except for her wedding ring. People who know the goods should be able to see that this watch is very valuable, worth 6 figures. The work in the past few years has made Zhang Yuxi wear glasses. The degree is not high, but she can no longer take them off. She pulled a suitcase in one hand and held the shoulder bag in the other, and asked all the way to Xiaobao's crew. Mrs. Lin, right? Please sit here for a while. I'll go call Mr. Lin now. Okay, thank you. No. The news of Zhang Yuxi's arrival at the crew spread quickly. Lin Feng and Xiaolu's posts were very popular at the time. Driven by curiosity, they wanted to see Zhang Yuxi's true face. The studio was warm, but it was not as good as the way people around looked at her. They looked like they were watching strange animals in the zoo. Zhang Yuxi took out her phone and called Lin Feng without changing her expression, but several pop-up messages were pushed to her. Frowning slightly, Zhang Yuxi's expression became clear after she finished the call. It's easy for a husband to attract beautiful women around him if he's too outstanding. Zhang Yuxi can understand that, but it's obvious that the other party is a green tea. There was a beautiful and sweet woman opposite, with a dark face and angrily preparing to leave. The assistant behind her was carrying large and small bags, and dared not say anything. The eyes of the people around were full of disdain and ridicule. But soon, their eyes became interested in watching the show. Zhang Yuxi looked at her phone, then at the woman. Oh, what a coincidence, isn't this Xiaolu who likes to market herself and take advantage of the popularity? Zhang Yuxi stood up and stood in the middle of the door slowly. Xiaolu's face was dark. Get out of the way. Zhang Yuxi smiled slightly. Introduce myself, I am Lin Feng's wife Zhang Yuxi. You are Xiaolu, right? Having been the principal for more than 10 years and now the deputy director of teaching, Zhang Yuxi showed the attitude of a superior. Although she smiled at Xiaolu, she didn't look at her. Xiaolu looked at Zhang Yuxi in surprise. You are. She couldn't believe that the stunning and elegant woman in front of her was actually Lin Feng's wife? Exclamation mark. According to the ages of the 4 treasures, she is a few years older than Lin Feng. A woman over 50 years old, in the stereotype, can never compare to a girl in her 20s. No matter how rich you are, no matter how you take care of yourself, Time will always leave traces. Under the watchful eyes of the crowd, Xiaolu's dark face was swept away and she squeezed out a smile. So it's Mrs. Lin. You are looking for Mr. Lin. I didn't see him. Zhang Yuxi smiled elegantly. Who told me that my husband is your fan? How could it be? He doesn't even know who you are. With a most elegant smile, she said the most poisonous words, which made Xiaolu's face turn pale. People around couldn't help but secretly give Zhang Yuxi a thumbs up. Too amazing. If they were Xiaolu, they would have already bought a 3-bedroom and 1 living room apartment. Too embarrassing. Xiaolu was still trying to save face. This is all a misunderstanding. Some people just took it out of context. Well, I have something to do, so I'll leave first. See you later. After saying that, she left in a hurry, as if there was a ghost chasing her. Zhang Yuxi's smile gradually disappeared, and she asked the staff who ran over, "Where's my husband?" "Mrs. Lin. Mr. Lin will be here soon." When Lin Feng came, he saw that the people in the studio looked strange, and they didn't take it seriously. Zhang Yuxi didn't take the initiative to bring up this matter. She could stay in T-City for 2 days. In the evening, the director invited the couple to dinner, and called other important staff members, more than a dozen of them. After eating and drinking, the director went to pay the bill, but found that Zhang Yuxi had already paid for it. He immediately felt embarrassed. "Mrs. Lin, I said I'm treating you to a meal. How can I let you pay for it?" Zhang Yuxi smiled slightly. "We are all friends. It's just the cost of a meal." On the way back, Lin Feng took his wife and daughter to play in the snow. It is very rare to have a light snow in Micheng. I still remember that it snowed a few years ago. At night, it was snowing heavily outside, and it made a crunching sound when you stepped on it, which made Xiaobao very amused. The mother and daughter looked like they had never seen the world before. They laughed when they saw the snow and played snowball fights. Lin Feng stood aside with his hands in his pockets and watched the fight. "Dad, come and play with us." "Yes, husband, it's more fun when we play together." Lin Feng joined the battle with a smile. His hit rate was 100%, and the smiles of the mother and daughter gradually disappeared. "Honey, you are too much? My clothes are full of snow." "Dad, my face is full of snow. It hurts when you hit me just now. I don't want to play with Dad anymore." "Honey, you better stop playing. You are too good. We are no match for you." Looking at the mother and daughter covered in snow, Lin Feng was helpless. "Okay, then you play. I will make a snowman." When they heard about making a snowman, they came over to play. Lin Feng's main job was to shovel the snow, and the mother and daughter were responsible for making the snowman. "It's a pity that I bought gloves before. My hands will be frozen if I make the snowman." "Dad, go find a branch." "Honey, I need 2 branches. It would be better if you can find a carrot." "Dad, do you have a scarf?" "The little snowman is not warm at all without a scarf." "Where can I get these things?" "Branches are okay, but how can I get carrots and scarves?" It was hard to make the little snowman. Lin Feng didn't want to disappoint them, so he ran to a barbecue restaurant. When he came back, there were carrots. Scarves. In the end, Lin Feng spent money to buy them from a young lady. Finally, it's done. A cute and leisurely little snowman appeared. Xiaobao took off his hat and put it on the little snowman. "Now it looks better." Lin Feng asked, "Is it cold?" Xiaobao shook his head. His little nose was frozen red. "Not cold." The family of 3 took a photo with the little snowman, hoping that everyone would take good care of it and not damage the little snowman. Back at the hotel, Xiaobao fell asleep after taking a warm bath. Zhang Yuxi came out of the bath and saw her husband looking at his mobile phone. "What are you looking at?" She leaned over and took a look, her face flushed. "How can you know everything?" Lin Feng asked. "Did you really say that to Xiaolu?" Zhang Yuxi snorted. "Why, do you have any objections?" Lin Feng hugged her. "How dare I? My wife is right." "Well said." Zhang Yuxi hummed and started talking about the same old things again. "Husband, some things have to be done by yourself. What do you think?" Lin Feng said that he knew everything and she didn't need to worry about it. Zhang Yuxi flew back the next afternoon, and Lin Feng would stay here for about half a month. Xiaobao spent almost the entire winter vacation here. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 722, Surprising News. Time flies, and in the blink of an eye, the new year is coming. After this year, it will be not far from the day when Urbeo gets married. Among the 4 children, Urbeo is the first to get married. What? You're not coming back? Why? Their project is coming to an end, and they can only come back after they are done. What do you mean? Then when will we wait? What about my daughter-in-law? Is it a failure? When Zhang Yuxi learned that Urbeo could not return to Michang for the new year this year, she immediately became angry like a deflated balloon, with her head drooping. Lin Feng had no choice but to coax his wife. It's okay, if he doesn't come back, we will go to Beijing to find him. It just so happens that Urbeo is going to Beijing. It will be convenient for Sanbao to go to Beijing from outside. Zhang Yuxi immediately cheered up when she heard it. Okay, let's go to Beijing for the new year. Urbeo has worked so hard, we have to prepare more to celebrate the new year. Lin Feng nodded. Then I will book a hotel, fly the private plane, and take everything I want to bring. Zhang Yuxi finally smiled. After booking the hotel, Lin Feng took all the preserved bacon with him, leaving a few pieces for himself. In addition to the bacon, Lin Feng also brought a meat, preserved fruits, sauces, etc., everything he prepared for the new year. Lin Ji's family, Wen Xiao's parents' family, in-laws' family, Sibao's master's family. In addition, Dai Kong's family, etc., all these felt missing. It's convenient to have a plane, so we have to prepare some New Year gifts. Buying gifts is a headache. Not only do you have to buy the right ones, but you also have to buy them well. Money is not important, the main thing is to buy the right ones. Lin Feng still has a few small cans of Wuxian tea in his space. He plans to keep a few small cans for himself and give them to his in-laws and Dai Kong, who like to drink tea. Zhang Yuxi has met several wives and bought good gifts based on her impression of their preferences. Lin Feng also specially took out the medical beauty moisturizing cream that was about to be launched and asked Zhang Yuxi to bring it to those wives. As for male gifts, they are easy to buy. Antiques, calligraphy and paintings are all good for the mood. This doesn't require much effort. Oh, we forgot the most important thing. Zhang Yuxi, who was counting the items, slapped her forehead. Urbeo is going to bring Keisha to see us, so we have to give her a gift. Not to mention, Lin Feng almost forgot this one. Should I give her jewelry or the moisturizing cream I just gave you? No, that moisturizing cream is not suitable for her. She doesn't need anti-aging and antioxidants. Don't you have a lot of jewelry? Choose one for her as a gift. Zhang Yuxi glanced at Lin Feng and asked hesitantly, will it be too vulgar? I feel that girls don't like this. Lin Feng thought for a while. Why don't we ask Urbeo and Sanbao? They are also girls, and most of the things they choose will be liked by me. Zhang Yuxi thought it was a solution, and went to find her 2 daughters. In less than half an hour, Zhang Yuxi came back with a sigh. Sanbao said I should give the red envelope. No one doesn't like money. Urbeo said to give some young-style jewelry. If I don't have the right ones here, she has them. When it comes to giving gifts to daughters-in-law, it is usually the future mother-in-law who takes care of it. Zhang Yuxi was bald. Forget it, I'll choose both. Lin Feng suddenly thought of something. I remember there is an economics book in your study, and it has the signature of the big boss, right? Zhang Yuxi's eyes lit up. Are you talking about giving this? Lin Feng thought he could give it a try. Sure, I remember she studied economics before, and she said she liked the author very much. You can give it. Zhang Yuxi thought this gift was better than any jewelry or money. But she was a little reluctant. This signature was something she had worked so hard to get. When Urbeo wanted it, she didn't even want to give it to him. But now is a different time, and her mood is different now. It's not that she is reluctant to give it to her future daughter-in-law, but she is worried that Urbeo will be unhappy. You know, she begged him for a long time. I'll talk to Urbeo. Urbeo said that it was totally fine when he learned about his mother's arrangement. It would be nice to give the book to his future sister-in-law. Even if Keisha could not become his sister-in-law in the end, a girl like her was worth it. Zhang Yuxi saw that Urbeo did not mind, and happily wrapped the book in a gift box. I have to put this gift separately, and it cannot be mixed up. She solemnly put the gift in her suitcase and looked at it happily. The gift was settled, and the big stone in her heart fell to the ground. After everything was ready, Lin Feng's family flew to Beijing. Originally, Lin Dashan and his wife wanted to go with them, But they changed their minds and decided not to cause trouble. When Dabao brought people back, why not read it? After the plane arrived in Beijing, the family dragged large and small luggage, and with the help of the hotel staff, they finally moved everything in. Qin Jiang's parents came over. Lin Feng left as soon as he said he would, and he only notified their family at the last minute. In the past, Lin Feng's parents bought New Year's goods for the new year. Later, when the children grew up, Lin Feng took care of it alone. At that time, they were still single, so they just prepared delicious food and fun itineraries. Now it's not possible. I have to be busy arranging everything inside and outside. I will be even busier when Sibao's relationship is settled. It's not sure how long I will stay in Beijing, but at least I have to meet Keisha, my daughter-in-law. The day before New Year's Eve, the family learned a surprising news. The Khufu Jupiter journey that Dabao participated in was sent from Xicheng on New Year's Eve, and the time was set at 8 hours, 8 minutes, and 8 seconds. The project that lasted for several years finally came to an end, and the couple was happy and excited. Zhang Yuxi happily planned to call her son. I think he should have a good rest now. Ask him when he will be back. Lin Feng sat aside. Although he had good hearing, he still pricked up his ears to listen. Mom, I can't come back on New Year's Eve, the first, second and third days of the new year. You and Dad should spend the holidays first. Zhang Yuxi's smile disappeared instantly, and her tone was extremely disappointed. When will you come back? Our family is waiting for you in Beijing now. Dabao has been too busy recently. He only talks to his family 2 or 3 times a month. Every time, he just hangs up the phone after a few words. They didn't even tell Dabao that they were coming to Beijing. You are coming to Beijing? I'm not in Beijing now. I'm in Xicheng. As for when you will be done, I'll probably be back on the 5th or 6th day of the new year. Lin Feng tugged at his wife's sleeve, signaling her not to pass on the negative emotions to her son. Zhang Yuxi glared at him, and her tone was much lighter when she spoke to her son. That's fine, we'll wait for you to come back and introduce Keisha to us. Dabao seemed to be urging her to do something, so Zhang Yuxi quickly said, go and get busy, Mom is hanging up. Dabao hurriedly said, okay, Mom, your dad, and your brothers and sisters wish you a happy new year. Tell Dabao that I'll bring her a gift when I get back. Chapter 723, Getting out of singleness is the most important. After hanging up the phone, Zhang Yuxi sighed heavily. Lin Feng comforted her, I will come back soon, don't worry. Khufu Jupiter journey was reported a few years ago and will be launched on New Year's Eve today. After that, no one mentioned this report again. Gradually, few people remembered it until it was announced the day before New Year's Eve. It's really working hard silently and then surprising everyone. On New Year's Eve, some families sat in front of the TV to watch the live broadcast. Ah, it's my brother! Dabao exclaimed, and everyone who was making dumplings quickly gathered in front of the TV. The TV was showing a reporter interviewing Dabao, and the words one of the chief designers of the Khufu project, Lin Shai, were marked next to it. Dabao wore gold-rimmed glasses, and a decent smile appeared on his handsome face. When answering the reporter's questions, he was neither hurried nor slow. At Dabao's age, being able to participate in the project is already a recognition of his talent. Arranging him as one of the chief designers is the country's recognition of Dabao's talent and its importance to him. His future is destined not to spend too much time on his family. His life will shine because of his beloved career. So, for some things, he has to sacrifice his family. Brother Dabao is so handsome. Dabao said with emotion, I want to be like Brother Dabao in the future. Zhang Yuxi glanced at her, then you have to work harder. Lin Feng smiled lovingly, your brother Dabao is a very hardworking and motivated person, just learn from this. After this interview, Dabao immediately became popular. There are countless girls on the internet who want to marry him. Oh my god, he's so handsome, isn't he? I can proudly say that he's my schoolmate, ho ha ho ha. I've had the honor of meeting him, he's super gentle, very, very handsome. Fuck, this family's genes are just amazing. My husband is so handsome, okay? Marry me, we've already thought of the names of our future children. This is exactly the prototype of the male protagonist in the novel. He's capable and good-looking, so hurry up and write a romance novel with himself as the female protagonist in the novel. Oh my god, the male god is so abstinent, I can even T-screen. The last time Dabao went viral on the internet was last time. As time gradually arrived, Khufu successfully completed the task and started its journey. At the same time, congratulations from various countries followed one after another. Listening to the report, it makes people feel like they are in tears. Dabao, this time, has left a strong and colorful mark in the long river of history. As the firecrackers rang out outside, Zhang Yuxi ran over and bowed, "Happy New Year, Mom and Dad." Lin Feng smiled and took out the red envelope he had prepared in advance from his pocket. "Here." Zhang Yuxi smiled and gave her share. "Happy New Year, Zhang Yuxi." Zhang Yuxi happily greeted everyone one by one. Zhang Yuxi turned around and smiled at Sanbao. "Sanji, in the new year, I wish you a successful career and a happy ending." After Sanbao produced the first album for a star, it received rave reviews and was of a very high standard. With a stepping stone, Sanbao's business gradually got on track and made a lot of money. "Thank you Zhang Yuxi for your good wishes. Here you go." Zhang Yuxi smiled sweetly and pouted at Sanbao, who was playing games. "Fourth brother, when will you finish playing?" Sanbao chuckled. "What? You want my red envelope? Then wait." Zhang Yuxi snorted and went to search Sanbao's pockets. "Who knows when you will finish playing? I will find it myself." Sanbao yelled, "Hey, how can you search pockets to get a red envelope? I will be done with this game soon, wait a minute." Zhang Yuxi went to Sanbao angrily. "Second sister, Happy New Year, make a fortune this year." "I love to hear that. Here is the red envelope, for you." Sanbao had already taken out the red envelope and prepared it. Zhang Yuxi hugged her and kissed her. "Thank you." Sanbao usually gave Zhang Yuxi a lot of small things, and would make skirts for her when he had time. He contributed the most among the four. After Sanbao finished a round, he handed the red envelope to Zhang Yuxi. "Come on, say something nice." Zhang Yuxi tilted his head. "I wish you great fortune and get out of singlehood soon." Sanbao chuckled. "Getting rich is secondary. Getting out of singlehood is the most important." Zhang Yuxi suddenly thought of something. "I've already told Qin Jiang's mother. I'll introduce you to a girl who's right for you later." Sanbao was so happy. "Thank you, Mom." This made Sanbao laugh so hard. "I said, why don't you look for the reason in yourself?" Sanbao was surprised. "What's wrong with me? I'm fine." Sanbao laughed like a goose. "Mom, I tell you, he can't find a girlfriend. It's his own fault." Zhang Yuxi was very concerned and asked, "What's wrong? Is it because he has a physical illness and is embarrassed to speak?" Sanbao's words attracted everyone's attention, including Sanbao, who was confused. "I know a junior girl in Beijing. She's pretty good looking and has a wealthy family. I want to develop a relationship with my fourth brother. Since he's single anyway, I'll introduce him to her." I even greeted him on purpose. Guess what happened? The girl came to me and said that our personalities were not compatible, and she sent me a few screenshots. She said, "Your sister introduced me to this," and she said, "You are a part-time worker. How much do you make?" She said, "Can I get to know you, the kind that we can develop into?" She said, Sure, how about you assisting me?" She sent me photos, and now girls will do some retouching when they take photos. It's normal. He sent me a picture of himself with his head down and a double chin, and asked me if I was handsome. He looked like a moron. Everyone was shocked. Then Zhang Yuxi's laughter rang out. "Fourth brother, you are so funny." Zhang Yuxi said after a while, "I thought you were just a little bit immature, but I didn't expect you to be a fool." She glared at Sanbao. "Is there anyone who falls in love like you? This is the case, and no matter how many girls you try, it won't work." Lin Feng said earnestly, "Sanbao, you can't do this, you have to find a way." For the first time, Sanbao reflected on himself. Is it really that he is not good enough? He always thought that he has good popularity, because of his cheerful personality. Many girls like him. They said they would chat for a while, and then nothing happened. Sanbao was worried. He wanted a sweet love. "No, Mom, you still have to introduce me to someone. And second sister, third sister, for my happiness, you have to work hard too." Sanbao threw the apple to him. "What's the use of my efforts? Who can I blame for my own failure?" Sanbao snorted. "Forget it, it's better to rely on third sister than on you." "Sanbao, fourth brother, you'd better not rely on me, I'm unreliable." Sanbao. For some reason, he suddenly felt like he couldn't laugh. He was sad, and turned around to ask Lin Feng for a red envelope. "Dad, I want a red envelope too." Lin Feng ignored him. "You're so old, and you still want a red envelope. Zion Abeo came over. That's right, where do you get the nerve to do that? Sibeo sobbed, I'm heartbroken, shouldn't I be comforted? Can't I give her a red envelope as a consolation? Lin Feng glanced at him, how dare you say that? If you were more serious, you wouldn't be like this. Sibeo cried again, Mom. Zhang Yuxi had a headache, go away, don't ruin my good mood. Sibeo. Is this her biological mother? Erbeo ate melon seeds and reached into his pocket, here, I have a red envelope. Sibeo went over happily, second sister is still the best. There was a coin on his palm, 1 yuan. Sibeo's smile froze on his face instantly. Chapter 724, there is no such thing as getting something for nothing. You are really going too far. Let me show you how I can deal with you. Erbeo and Sibeo often quarrel and fight. Even if they fight, they will fight for it, just for fun. Come on, who is afraid of who? I can't beat you and Qin Jiang. Have some shame, you haven't married yet. It doesn't matter, he is still my boyfriend now. Zhang Yuxi was angry and knocked on the table, you are so old and still playing. Can you help us do something when you have time? Although in the hotel, Lin Feng gave a lot of money and could prepare everything. Later, Lin Feng took the dumplings to the kitchen to cook. There are 6 coins in the dumplings, which means 6 sixes, hoping that everyone will be happy. 1 person eats 20, and 6 people will have 120. In addition to Sibeo, the foodie. After working for a few hours, Lin Feng asked the children to cook it themselves. After more than half an hour, Sibeo ate the first coin. In this festive holiday, it always feels like a corner is missing without Dabeo. After dinner, they called to relieve stress, and call relatives and friends one by one. Zion Abeo is not idle either. In addition to answering the phone, he also calls teachers and classmates. 10, 9, 8, 7. Happy New Year. The bells outside rang, ushering in the new year. Zhang Yuxi sat aside and sent a message to Dabeo. Dabeo, what did you eat for the dumplings we ate today? No matter how busy or tired you are at work, you must eat well and dress warmly. Health is the most important. We have all watched the live broadcast. Your father, your younger brothers and sisters are all proud of you. Zion Abeo also said that you are her role model. Happy New Year, Dabeo. Zhang Yuxi waved to everyone to gather together and take a photo to send to Dabeo. It was a video, and everyone shouted together. Happy New Year. On the other side. A military site in Zicheng. Khufu's success still depends on the staff. As one of the chief engineers, Dabeo is the youngest and has the best physical fitness. He stayed on duty. Several teachers asked him to go back and leave the rest of the work to them. Dabeo shook his head and looked at the series of data on the monitor. This is my job. I haven't seen you rest well these days. Go to sleep and call your family and your girlfriend. Without their support and dedication, how can we devote ourselves to work without distraction? Dabeo smiled, okay, I'll go and rest for a while. As soon as he left, some people whispered. Master has a girlfriend? Is it true? How come I haven't heard of it? How can he find a girlfriend? So fierce. If Master hears this, let's see how he will deal with you. Only a few people knew about Dabeo and Keixia's relationship, and they were also optimistic about this couple. Back in the dormitory, Dabeo turned on his mobile phone and saw several messages and several missed calls. He opened his mother's message and video and saw the smiling faces of each of them, and his heart was warm. He replied to the message and called Keixia again. Are you done? Not yet, I'll be busy for a few more days, how about you? I'll be busy for a few more days too. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Do you want me to send you a red envelope? Dabeo smiled slightly. Send 520. Laughter rang out over there. Lin Deshan, Lin Jiajan and others directly transferred red envelopes to Zion Abeo. They can't go back for the new year this year, so they can't miss the red envelopes. Zion Abeo held his mobile phone to receive red envelopes. After receiving one, he replied sweetly, thank you for the red envelope, Happy New Year. The first day of the new year. They started visiting relatives and friends to wish each other a Happy New Year. The family became busy, and the first to go must be Lin Ji's family. 6 people came in a flash, and Lin Ji and his wife were busy greeting them. With the blessing of the system, although Lin Feng looked to be in his early 30s, he even looked younger than Lin Ji. But he already had the mentality of a 50-year-old man, and he liked to drink tea. watch old movies, listen to old songs, and so on. As soon as they arrived at Lin Ji's house, they sat on the sofa and said with a smile, "We are all family, no need to entertain, just do whatever you want." Each of the four treasures carried things of different sizes, filling up the dining table. When Xiaoya asked in confusion, "Brother, what are these?" the four treasures introduced them to her one by one. "These are some bacon made by Dad, including pig's trotters, ribs, pig's head meat, and pig's tail. These are sauces, all beef, and these are Dad's dry goods. These are cowpeas, let me see, this is dried radish. These things are enough for their family to eat for a long time." When Xiaoya is also a foodie, the kind who didn't care about food before. Later, when she had children, her diet was mainly light, and she didn't dare to eat heavy flavors. She has been eating this for many years, and even though she cooks light food, otherwise the children will get angry at any time. When she goes back for the Chinese New Year, she can eat the bacon made by Lin Feng, and she is so greedy. Once she didn't go back for the Chinese New Year, she thought about it for a long time. It was still Lin Ji who secretly called Lin Feng and asked him to mail some to satisfy her craving. When Xiaoya was so embarrassed when she found out that she threatened to make it herself. But the taste was so-so and could not be compared with Lin Feng's. Facing her husband, her elder brother, Wen Xiaoya has always been very reserved and a little bit restrained. For a perfect man like Lin Feng, Wen Xiaoya could only watch from afar, feeling awe in her heart. Lin Ji said with a smile, "Brother, thank you for giving us so much." Lin Feng looked at him and said, "Your beer belly is bigger again. This is Lin Ji's scar, and it hurts to mention it." He looked helpless. "I can't help it. Now I get fat even if I drink cold water. Brother, do you have any solution?" He came over and asked eagerly, his eyes full of desire. "Don't you know some medical skills? Let me see." At this moment, Lin Ji looked at him eagerly like a child. Calculating the time, how long has it been since the two brothers talked to each other? How long has it been since he showed a child's expression? Lin Feng sighed, his tone was helpless. "Come here and let me see." After a moment, Lin Feng frowned and looked at Lin Ji. "You." Lin Ji was horrified. I am not sick, am I?" When Xiaoya eyed him from the side, "What nonsense are you talking about? How long have you just finished a full body check?" Lin Ji said "oh" twice, and forced a smile. "Brother, is my problem serious?" Lin Feng patted his shoulder. "It's not a big deal. I'll prescribe some Chinese medicine for you to drink. Follow my requirements, and you will definitely get better." Lin Ji was so happy. "Thank you, brother. Brother, you are the best, thanks to you." Who knew that Lin Feng's next words would make him unable to laugh? You should avoid certain foods, smoke less, drink less, stay up late less, eat a balanced diet, and don't overeat. In addition, you should exercise regularly and have a regular schedule. Otherwise, no matter how effective the medicine I prescribe is, it will only treat the symptoms and not the root cause, and it will be a waste of effort in the end. Lin Ji's face fell. This. Lin Feng rolled his eyes. "You want to lose weight, but you don't want to exercise. How can there be such a beautiful thing?" When Xiaoya also followed suit, "That's right, where's there such a beautiful thing in the world that can be obtained without effort? What's the use of saying that you are ugly, fat, and weak every day?" Lin Ji silently shed painful tears. "Okay, I will do my best." Chapter 725 This is a good idea for you, do you want it? Lin Ji had already arranged the food, and they were going to have hot pot at noon. "You guys came so suddenly, it's really hard to reserve a seat in a hurry, but we're going to eat whatever we want, right?" Lin Feng smiled. "I don't care, it's all right." When Xiaoya's parents were also invited for lunch, and more than 10 people were arranged at 2 tables, all in the same private room. When they arrived, there were already quite a few people sitting in the hot pot restaurant. "Look, those handsome guys are so handsome. And those girls are so beautiful. Oh my god, I know them, I know. National Dad. Take a picture with your phone quickly. Oh my god, I didn't expect that I would meet the real person one day. I'm Xia Albeo's mother fan, I wonder if I can take a picture with him later." "Sister, you are too narrow-minded, he's the richest man, you can ask him for parenting tips." After sitting down, they pushed each other to order, and finally the menu fell into Lin Feng's hands. The other table was full of children, and the menu fell into the hands of Erbeo and Sebeo. The staff here are very efficient. In less than 5 minutes, the dishes are served. Zhang Yuxi looked at the store. Hey, this store has also found a celebrity to endorse it. When Xiaoya, who was standing next to her, shook her head, no, this store is opened by that celebrity, and the taste is very good. Celebrities will have many side jobs and invest in businesses. It just so happens that Xiaoya has worked with this celebrity before. He is a good person and his new drama is currently on the air. Xiaoya ran to Lin Feng and asked, Dad, can I open a hot pot restaurant too? Lin Feng smiled, sure, what kind of business do you want to do? Xiaoya tilted his head, but I don't know how to make hot pot, can Dad help me? Wen's father joked, your dad has several hot pot chain stores, what, are you going to compete? Xiaoya heard, then I'll change to another business. Wen's mother asked, what do you want to do? Xiaoya tilted his head, I haven't thought about it yet, I'll think about it slowly when I go back. The hot pot tastes good, but Wen's mother said that the price is a bit expensive. After eating, Sanbeo and Sabeo went to toast Wen Xiaoya's parents. Xiaoya, KK and Fomfen played games on their phones. Sabeo drank, while and Sanbeo drank drinks instead of wine. Grandpa Wen, Happy New Year, I wish you good health in the new year. Grandma Wen, Happy New Year, I will use this drink instead of wine. At the end of the meal, Wen Xiaoya's parents took out red envelopes and called Xiaoya over. No matter how much the red envelope is, it is a token of your heart, just accept it generously. Xiaoya accepted it happily, thank you, Grandpa Wen, Grandma Wen. Xiaoya knew that he had to accept it while he was young, because he could only dream of getting red envelopes when he grew up. Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi also prepared red envelopes for the two children of Lin Ji's family and gave them to them when they went out. And Sanbeo also gave red envelopes, but they have not yet started a family, so the red envelopes are just for the sake of meaning. Well, we encountered a little trouble. The guests may have to go from the other side. The waiter came over to explain to them, someone outside wants to ask you for autographs and photos. Look, this hot pot restaurant has a back door. Some public figures do not want to be disturbed, so they choose to come quietly and leave quietly. They all think it doesn't matter, it's just autographs and photos. The waiter smiled and took them to another place, where they can not only take photos, but also sign books. Lin Feng understands why their business is so good. When Xiaoya's parents think it has nothing to do with them, so they just stand by. Lin Ji sat aside with his wife and two children, eating the fruits given by the hot pot restaurant. Without seeing the person, I heard the sound of ulala, and it sounded like there were quite a few people. Then, I saw many men, women, old and young coming, and they lined up one by one under the staff's maintenance of order. It seems that they have encountered this kind of thing many times. The C position of the Lin family is Xiaoya, who went over to sign autographs and take photos one by one. Xiaoya, I'm your mom's fan. Girl, you should study hard and strive to become a superstar as soon as possible. Zhang Yuxi. Xiaoya, I'm your dad's fan. I dream of having a daughter as cute as you. Of course, I dream of having quadruplets. Lin Feng. Child, you look like you're only in your 20s. Isn't it too early for you to be Xiaoya's dad's fan? Sanbeo, can I take a photo with you? I watched you grow up, and you're my favorite among the 4 treasures. Sanbeo, that trouble you, can you help me check if this bag is real? Second sister, I'm about to take the college entrance examination. Can you write me a word of encouragement? Second sister, I want to too. You're my role model. I hope I can get into the school of my dreams with my own efforts. Well, I want to thank you. If you hadn't opened a live class to tutor the children in the 3rd year of junior high school and the 3rd year of high school, my children wouldn't have been admitted to their ideal university. Thank you. And Sanbeo didn't expect that there were fans of their own among them. Of course, there were also fans of Sabeo. My son likes playing the piano and violin very much. You are his idol. Can you sign an autograph for him? My daughter is sick. She likes sports very much. Can you record some time to encourage her? Of course, Raymond Lam also has fans. How could he not have fans as the richest man? But when it comes to Raymond Lam, the fan style is a little different. Can I ask, what shampoo do you use? Wow, you look so young. I can't believe you are the same age as me. Can we take a photo together? Hello, I am the boss of Yuan Fan Construction Company. Can we leave each other's contact information? How do you maintain such a good figure? Your skin is also very good. What brand of skincare products do you use? How old are you? Why don't you age? Can I work in your company? I graduated from a prestigious university. In the end, I don't know who leaked the news, and more people lined up. A family. It was originally a meal, but it turned out to be their happiness in the end. In the end, the staff of the hot pot restaurant thoughtfully brought chairs and stools to them. Raymond Lamb saw that this was not a solution. So they put up a billboard, and then they only opened for half an hour. Half an hour later, they left in a hurry. In the car, Zaya Abeo cried out that her hands hurt. This was just physical pain, but the psychological pain was the real pain. She got a lot of homework. That's right, homework. Those mom fans, dad fans, brother fans, sister-in-law fans, brother-in-law fans, all brought her homework. Why do they have homework? This has to be attributed to a marketing genius. This marketing genius is the owner of the bookstore opposite. He directly brought third-grade exercise books, test papers, etc., and sold them one by one. For the first time, Zaya Abeo had the urge to beat someone up. She wanted to cry and refused to accept it. But they still gave it to her. I hope she can get good grades. Zaya Abeo sat in the car with a pale face, her eyes were unfocused, and her heart was sad. Abeo added insult to injury. These are all good intentions from the fans, just keep them. Zaya Abeo turned his head and asked expressionlessly, this kindness is given to you, do you want it? Abeo gloated, I'm sorry, my sister hasn't been to school for many years. Sibeo laughed, yes, don't waste the fans' kindness, just write it when you go back. Zaya Abeo cried out, it's okay for them to bully me, but you also bully me, woo. Sambeo held back his laughter to coax her, okay, don't cry, it's okay not to write it. Sibeo seemed to remember something and said softly, you can leave it for your brother KK, he can use it. Zaya Abeo's eyes lit up, yes. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone, see you in the next video.